Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am GM Jared. It's Wednesday, and it's time to be bad. We are Bedlam in Discord. Joining me tonight is our illustrious cast. We have Adam Rady, Nathan Ondrasek, Tracy Hearn, and James Chu back with us again. I don't know about them, but I'm ready for some Pathfinder.
I'm mildly ready. I'm almost ready.
If you could take the mildness and just like inch it up a little bit,
I'm gonna scoot it towards tentatively excited.
I was thinking the word tentative too.
Well,
I'm already on the same page.
Already on the same page. Yeah. I'm sorry. Who are you though? I don't know. I've never heard a backstory from you.
I won the raffle again.
Again? Just cannot remember that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. I have just a little bit of housekeeping to go through here before we start. Number one, I'm seeing chat go off. These are just the eye fatigue glasses. These are not prescription spectacles. They seem so very concerned about that, so I wanted to address that. We are still on our quest for 400 subs. So remember, if you've linked your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, you get a free sub every month. Why not think about using that on the DAT network? We'd appreciate it.
And remember, everybody, we were at 350. We were so close.
Where are we at now? Not that.
159.
Oh man, that's a big drop.
That's a big drop. Yeah. Well, that's what happens with subs. You know, people gift them. People forget to resub. It's just things happen. You know, it's okay.
I think today we can definitely hit 160.
We could get 160 today. I believe in it.
Whoa. Bold prediction.
Go ahead, Jared. I didn't mean to interrupt you any more than I normally.
That's right. This is
yeah.
Sorry.
The only other thing I want to remind everyone is that about our bid effects and donations for Bedlam in Discord. Your donations and cheers can affect or help or hinder the party. Dropping magical potions on them from the sky to the fate of the stars with some chaos magic. All kinds of flavors of excitement. Okay, now it's time to dim the lights, get your snacks, and settle in. Let's play Pathfinder. I lost myself on my script. Here it is.
But Jared, we're ready.
These glasses suck. Vines and roots strike out at the fired brick and limestone foundation of the ascending tower. Earthen mounds of mud and stone crack and give way under the weight of the ancient spire. Arcane energies spark and flare at every incursion. Fauna surround the base of the tower, their bodies swollen with the bloat of death. Claw and tooth have been used futilely against the construction that drives their madness. Meanwhile, a young girl, no more than 7, rises earlier than the sun. She packs her bindle with the essentials, half a loaf of bread, some berry jam, and of course her most prized possession, Hoopa, the stuffed owlbear doll that she's had as long as she can recall. She sits on the edge of her bed straw mattress, swinging her legs and watching for the first rays of light to clear the horizon. Excitedly, she leaps from the bed, grabs her things, and heads out on a very important adventure. She's going to be just like him one day. Elsewhere, the smell of bleach and soap fill the room as mops flutter about the chamber. The drippings of the guard's blood and sinew are drawn deep into the grout, and no amount of scrubbing will truly remove them. Beneath the sound of brush and polish, a faint but panicked rapping comes from within the chamber. It's almost as if the sound is from a place far into the distance, or perhaps it is a very tiny hammering. Rap, rap, rap. No, not just a knocking. Buried within is the sound of clawing at canvas, scratching. The din fades to silence as the mops continue about the room. How did blood smears get all the way over there on that painting? Deep into the darker regions of the slips, a silver-haired elf lies beaten and bloodied in an alley. His hazel eyes stare up at the moons of Ter Erleth as the pain subdues him into a deep unconsciousness. In the near distance, several crates are being loaded into a darkened wagon. The image of an owl can be seen burnt into the azure side rails. Without fanfare and pomp, 2 men climb into the back and disappear along with the cargo, under a blackened tarp of burlap and linen. The wagon drives off into the night, leaving the evening's deeds behind. 4 figures find themselves in the stable, for it's their squad's turn in the rotation to tend to the mounts. Mirameth, as usual, is focused on the unpleasant task at hand without much complaint. Milva stands resigned as she knows it is a necessary duty but takes no pleasure in it. Dark Drake leans against the corner of the outside of the stable, content to keep watch and let the others handle the ew work. He's got better things to do with his time. The druid Dante, pitchfork in hand but the points resting on the ground, speaks to the animals in hushed and quiet voices, asking if it's okay that they clean their stalls and promising no harm will come to them. The creatures are somewhat indifferent to the process. Of course, who would want to stand in their own filth? They know this needs to be done. The undercaptain with the short gray hair and pale blue eyes strides into the stable, followed only a few moments behind by Darik, as he gives a "she's coming, look busy" glance to the group. Brenna speaks. But first, let's read some comments. Comments!
Also, definitely avoiding ew work. Yeah. All right.
We know.
First off, I want to shout out our anonymous gifter. I don't know who you are, anonymous gifter, but thank you so much. You just gifted 10 subs. And now we have more subs than we had. We should be at 169. I have no idea if the graphic on the screen will update. I tried to make it work today, but Streamlabs kind of has a mind of its own sometimes. So we'll see.
We did also have,
that was wrong.
Talking about subs, we did also have Vampire 54 I have on here as a recent resub 4 months in a row.
Ooh, thank you, Vampire.
Ooh. So thank you for that.
Hey, Jared, I can hear the intro song pretty loud.
No, you're fine.
No, it's just okay.
No, You're just crazy, James.
You're just imagining the music. It's so good that you want to.
I did not take pain medication today. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, James, I changed it so you can now hear it. Before you couldn't hear it at all, and now you can hear it.
That's probably why I'm not used to it.
Brian Somerset, pitchforks. That means a riot is soon to come.
Oh God.
Yep.
It was just one pitchfork, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. It's Lucas Martinez is calling it out, and I hope it's how we open. He says, Dante better have been using his horse voice when talking to those animals.
Voice.
It's my
also known as his confidence voice.
It's Dante.
Don't put quotation marks around my confidence voice.
I will.
You used it when you were confident, and then you also used it when you were scared.
Yep.
So
it's because I was trying to make myself confident.
All right.
I see that. I see Streamlabs decided it's 167 subs rather than 169. I don't know why it does that. I don't know why it does that. And of course, in Streamlabs, it says 168. So I don't know. I don't know any number outside of the number that Twitch says, which is 169. So there you go.
I believe Twitch.
That's fair.
Exactly. I'm going to go with whatever Twitch says, as they're the ones that may or may not give us money. I don't know.
Scott Denuzo, I have not replaced James yet. How could I replace Chew? He is a crucial part of the DAT team, complete with taking pain medication that makes him too high to engage during DAT family hangouts.
And it looks like in chat, a lot of people want me to keep taking pain medication.
Maybe it's their way of saying calm down. I don't know.
Yeah.
DR Dreadmore is mentioning they have no confidence in their dice. They are out to get them. We were talking about dice earlier. James doesn't believe some of the people on the channel with their rolls. What do you think about your current cast members, James? Do you believe all of your current cast members when they roll?
Yeah. I trust all current cast members.
That's good, James, because one day I played without a character sheet entirely and just made up my rolls. So
well, you added the bonuses. You didn't make up the roll of the dice.
That's true. I made up the bonuses because I didn't know what they were. So I just added 4 to everything.
Yeah, we were just talking about rolling, not general cheating.
Okay, general cheating, you don't trust me, but rolling, I'm okay. All right, got it.
Yes.
Okay,
So
that makes sense.
Light cheating, James is okay with.
Yeah.
As long as
Hey there, Farash. Welcome, Tobias. We are just about to start. I think Jared's about to take us on an adventure, so let's do it.
I am. Brenna strides into. Let me change the music before I get into this.
See, now that I put the music in the headphones, Jared's going to be on it now.
I'm gonna remember it.
It's seamless, just like this too. He's just gonna seamlessly switch the music where we won't even know that he's doing.
It's not scrolling to what I want.
Oh.
So you're just gonna get intense music.
Okay, that feels
not what I
right.
While we're
wanted.
in the stable, this
Shovel out the horse's stable. Shovel out the horse's stable. Do it. Do it.
Let me
Are
try.
we saying, is this like Les Mis, the beginning of Les Mis? We're like, shut.
Yeah. Look down.
No.
Look down. To clean up.
You guys get it. All right.
Can you put the
there we
rock
go.
solo of Walking in Circles that we just watched?
Yeah, we'll do that one.
Thanks.
Oh, that's such a good episode.
Brenna strides into the stable. You four, get ready with some haste and urgency. If you're not out front and ready in 5 minutes, I will personally beat you bloody and have you jailed for insubordination and sedition. Brenna walks over to the sundial in the courtyard, pauses a moment, draws her bastard sword from its sheath, makes a quick line in the dirt just inches away from the existing shadow on the field. Go, now! What do you do?
I go and I get my
I'm
things.
gonna
I
go to
will
my
make haste.
stable and grab my stuff.
I feel like she should have tried decaf this morning, but okay. Yeah, great. Let me just go get my things. All right, just gonna clean up my hair a little bit. It's fine. Daric will be just in the nick of time, Jared.
Okay.
Just in the nick of time.
Just before the shadow line hits the dirt cross, she looks up. Good. Follow me. Medallion's out and on display, if you please.
Yeah.
Brenna leads you all through the streets of Mearst, meandering through the alleyways and townsfolk. She marches with a hurried pace as if already late. She leads you onto the roads of Old Town and past the Quorum Academy of the Arcane. Eventually climbing a slight hill towards a large wrought iron gate that stands open, though several people in cream and white search around the grounds, and the nearby alleyways, a large sign, seemingly grown from living branches, spells out Aged Bramble's Estate. Brenna looks up. Now, inside, please. Be mindful of your behavior and your actions. You're to meet the Overcaptain Pike inside. If you'll excuse me, I've been summoned to the Potentate's Keep to look into some matters. Brenna turns and strides away, leaving you standing out front of Aged Brambles.
Is it Agent Brambles?
Aged. Like
Aged.
Like an old thing.
Okay.
Like an old. Okay, got it. So Daric now goes ahead and puts away his symbol. He finds it tacky and really it's not well made, and he's not impressed with it. It looks gaudy and tacky, so he puts it away. He's definitely tried to dress it up at points. Great. What are we doing here? What did you do, Miramath? Or was it Dante this time?
I did not do anything.
I have
Dante.
no idea what this. Why do you always assume if someone gets hurt, it's me or Benji? I have no idea. I've never even seen this place before.
Well, whatever it is, I guess we should be on our best behavior. I look at everybody.
Yes, of course, captains.
Yeah, sure. I'm always on great behavior. It's fine.
Once inside the entryway, you notice that the walls are adorned with enchanted paintings and etchings depicting actions and deeds of those who could only be called heroes. Battling with Ettins, conquering of port cities, even the capture and taming of an owlbear. These absolutely were heroic deeds. Beneath each representation is a brass plaque labeling and attributing the accomplishment. An overweight dwarf with salt and pepper hair and a thick braided beard strides towards you. A young dwarven girl, eyes reddened and puffy, and clutching a stuffed owlbear, grasps his hand. About time! Let me catch you up. Sometime during the night, 2 longtime residents disappeared without a trace. One, Nyx Shadowcloak, gnome, and one, Thordis Pike, dwarf. The grounds have been searched, but Aged Brambles does not have the personnel. He glances over his shoulder, locking eyes with an older gentleman holding a clipboard, nor the brain power to do a proper investigation. Brenna says you're a good group, if unorthodox, and the reports back that up. Do what you must, but find them. He spins to go when the young girl glances up at you. Please, will you find my grandpa? Come now, Therilyn. Let them work. I want to have another word with, at least for now, head of administration. They leave you to your investigation. What do you do?
I wonder which one of us were labeled as competent and which were unorthodox. Don't know.
I could surmise a guess.
Jared,
as could I.
The people that they just mentioned were missing. Those weren't the people we killed, were they? Or we trapped as little tiny folk in the painting?
No. Glancing around, you easily come to realize that there are people kind of loafing about, and all of them are ancient beyond their years. They're the hunched over walkers or sitting in a chair with daytime slippers. Aged Brambles is clearly a retirement home for heroes.
Oh.
And then what were the two names? It was Nyx Shadowcloak.
Thordis.
And Thordis Pike.
And one was a gnome. Oh, so Nyx Shadowcloak was a gnome.
Gnome. Thordis Pike, dwarf.
Was a dwarf, yes.
Do we, because the paintings have little plaques on them, you said?
Yes.
Are there any paintings that have those two names on it so that we can get a bead on who we're looking for?
Well, give me a perception check, I guess.
While he grabs the perception check, I'm going to give some shout outs here to some folks in chat. We've got some donations. Sarah BC1 has given 2 donations, one $26 donation, a luck for the table, and an unlucky for Jared.
Yes.
Sarah BC1 also with her second donation dropped $50, giving a little bit of chaos to Miramath. Now, it has been some time since we've dealt with chaos, but I think you should probably be a Skurd, Nathan.
I am a Skurd. Because
Jared's chaos is...
it's not Jim's chaos.
A might bit powerful.
Yeah, we gonna die.
Uragari has also dropped a luck for everyone. I believe that also includes Jared.
Yes.
Awesome.
So there you go. And we also obviously got those earlier, those 10 gifted subs. We had follows from D'Angelo, Cadillac Jack, and Cadillac Jack. And then the other day, yesterday, I forgot to shout out Vampire 54 resubscribed. So thank you so much for that.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Ooh, thank you.
That is great. So I don't know if we need to do the wild magic now. My perception is a 13.
All right, we'll come back to that. I want to roll this so I know when it comes into play.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Okay. It was almost a natural 20, and then it doubled back to the 14.
Okay. That's not the worst thing in the world. I will let you know when that comes into play.
Yeah, but is it the best thing?
Yeah.
No.
Apparently not.
It's definitely not pearls like Crash got.
It ain't pearls.
Yeah.
It's definitely not pearls. I'm just going to make a note here.
Oh, man.
Activate that when it comes time.
A shadow is coming.
Just remember, Jared.
Comes. It's James Shadow. He kills you all.
You kill my lawful good. I bring in the chaotic neutral.
James, a quick shout out to, I believe, your mother is Army Woman 00, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Yes, she has just donated $10 to give you a potion pouch. She says,
awesome.
Potion pouch, not pain meds. For Dante.
Pouch, not pain meds.
Not pain meds. That's amazing.
Well, James.
Do I see this floating down, Jared?
There is, yeah. Miramath is turned around and looking at these paintings and these brass plates.
Thank you, Mom.
When you hear a little jingle, a familiar little jingle, from above you, and just drifting down is a little bag full of some little potions in there. And there's a lovely little sign on there. It says, "Love you, James." Signed, Mom.
That's great.
And Dark feels a little bit better that it says "Love you, James," because he was getting very confused as to why his parents kept sending all of these gifts to Dante. Yeah. But now it's just very clear that they've been sending that clearly the mail is just messed up and they've been sending some things to it. It's okay. So Dark's less upset.
I don't know who James is, but I'm happy for the pouch. Thank you.
Inside you will find a potion of Cure Light Wounds, a potion of Bless, and a potion of Magic Stone.
Ooh.
Wow.
Magic Stone. Do I have to roll on that?
To know what it is?
Yes.
No, it's on your druid list. It allows you to transmute some pebbles, about the size of like sling bullets, into +1 enhanced missiles that do a little bit more damage.
A small artillery.
Exactly.
Excellent. Thank you again, Mom.
Now, Mirameth, glancing under the paintings and etchings, the one that represents the taming of an owlbear actually is credited to Thordis Pike.
Okay.
It runs through like a brief animation of this hardy dwarf striding into an owlbear den and just leading an older owlbear out by a leash.
So we're looking for some old timers.
Would assume so.
Yeah. Can I start like interviewing the other people in this old folks home?
Sure. Who do you want to? You want to talk to residents, or you want to talk to staff, or what? What do you want?
I want to talk to the little girl first, if that's okay.
Roll a wisdom check for me.
Sure.
Don't James it.
I just punched this little girl in the face.
Oh no! Don't remind us.
That's a 15. Okay.
You're putting things together. You're like, this is Thordis Pike. Your over captain is named Pike. You might be. They're both dwarves. That's a little dwarf girl. Look for grandpa.
That's his dad.
Yeah, you might be putting one or two together there. You could still for sure go talk to this little girl, but know that she is a grieving granddaughter.
Yeah, because seeing her cry makes Dante sad, and he's just gonna try to like make her feel better. And like ask her a quick question on like what you or yeah. I'll do some flavor once I talk to her. So I'm gonna walk over with Benji in my pouch, and Benji's gonna stick his head out, and when we get near and go plop, and I go, hello, my name is Dante Everwisp. We are tasked to find your grandpa, and I just wanted to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
Yeah, you gonna find my grandpa?
Yes, we're gonna find your grandpa. What were you doing here? Did you have plans with him?
It's Grandpa Day.
Oh,
I come see Grandpa on Grandpa Day.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so as soon as I just realized I don't have any questions to really ask her. Can you describe what your grandpa looks like?
I think at this point, Mirameth Darek and Milva are probably, all three of us are just sort of like kind of exchanging glances with each other and just watching this unfold and just assuming we're gonna see something highly interesting and perhaps quite entertaining.
Yes.
Grandpa looks like Daddy, but winkly.
Okay, that's perfect. That will help me. And then is there, like, does he have a favorite food? What is he like?
Oh, Grandpa loves pudding. He loves the pudding. He gives me the pudding on Grandpa Day.
Oh, what is your favorite pudding?
I like the boysenberry.
The boysen. Oh, that's a good flavor. Hold on real fast. And can I find some boysenberry pudding?
In the lobby of the retirement home, no.
I'm just gonna shake down one of these people that work here.
And there it goes.
Is there anyone who works there that's by me?
There's attendants, and then there's the head administrator that's talking to Mike right now.
I'm not going to bug the head administrator, but I will call over one of the workers and go, "Excuse me, can you get her a thing of boysenberry pudding for me?" And I'm going to slide them a gold coin.
Roll a diplomacy check for me.
Yep.
James it.
It's cool.
Oh,
that's cool.
All
right.
It's cool. My diplomacy is a -1, so that makes it a 1.
He looks at you. He looks at the coin. He doesn't even take his. I'm sorry, sir. Pudding and rations are only for the residents of Aged Brambles.
I'm going to lean in to his ear to where only me and him can hear it and go, "I will take you out back and cut you down if you do not get this girl some pudding." And I'm going to do an intimidation.
All right. Ooh.
That's a 17.
His, we'll say without adding things, was a 19. But, sir, my entire day consists of heroes threatening me. Proven heroes, not he doesn't, whatever you are with whatever that thing is. If you want pudding, go make your own damn pudding. I have residents to tend to.
Darek is now unable to hold it in, and he just starts laughing actually out loud.
Honestly, yeah.
Because he just goes, he like starts repeating. It's like, make your own damn pudding. Make your own damn pudding.
Jared, I'm gonna roll to hit. I'm kidding.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm fight with an orderly. That's how I planned this to go.
I'm gonna turn back around and go, okay, I will still get you some pudding, but here's something as a placeholder. I see you have that adorable stuffed animal. How would you like to play with Benji? And
No. I don't think no. We're gonna. You know what, Dante? Dante. No, you've done. This has been great, and she's so much better off because of you. You've done such great work. But we should probably go and maybe ask some of the other orderlies maybe how somebody got out in the night and would have been left alone. Maybe we'll go ask the people that work here.
Yes.
And we can always go find that damn pudding that you gotta make.
That's true. I cannot wait to taste that, by the way.
I mean, Benji loves kids.
Oh, right. But this is we're gonna go.
Should
right?
we really
Captains?
separate ourselves from one of our greatest assets? No.
Okay, I see.
We do have a job to do.
Okay. Yes, Okay. I turn to the girl again. I'm like, don't worry. We will get your grandpa and bring him back safe. That is a promise I make to you.
I don't have a response.
That's
because the little girl would not realize the weight behind that promise. But she looks up and goes, "Thank you. I'll be waiting here with Upa." And she gives old Owlbear a little squeeze.
Oh, okay. And I turn to the group and I'm like, "Are you sure, Ben? You just can't play around with her?"
Yes. I've seen that thing eat too many people to let it go play with a child.
His ear holes.
People have lost limbs.
Those are bad people. It's fine. It's fine. Yes, captains, whatever you think is necessary, I will oblige. But Doric did say we can make my own damn pudding, and I would.
I mean, I didn't say that. Somebody else said it, but I agree, and I think it's going to be like really fun.
Let us go talk to administration, shall we? I believe that will get us further than pudding.
Okay, just a word of advice. We shouldn't talk to the guy that I talked to because I might have threatened to murder him.
Dante, I believe you are one of the unorthodox approaches that was mentioned.
We all knew who he was talking about. But yes, let's go talk to some of the other elderlies and the staff that works here.
Sorry, did you say elderlies or orderlies?
Elderlies. I'm sorry, my accent changes so much, I can't really keep it together. And Doric is
what
leaving.
Is happening to
The other elderlies.
Oh my god.
Good.
All right then. To the administration.
To the elderlies.
You walk into the basically not the lobby anymore. It's a very large room. There's some tables set up on one side of the room, and some residents there are knitting or playing bingo or other stereotypical things that people do in old folks' homes.
Yeah. Checkers.
There's probably one who's like challenging everyone who comes into chess and will just beat them in like 3 moves.
As we pass one of the tables, I see one of the elderly eating some pudding, and I give some eyes to Mirameth and then look towards Dante, and I'm like,
No.
Jared, can I do a perception to see if that's boysenberry pudding?
Sure.
Oh dear.
Okay, that's a 15 on the die and a +8 perception. That's a 23.
It appears to be a butterscotch pudding.
I smack it out of his hand. I'm kidding.
Out of the old.
I did not.
You can't keep doing that. He's gonna.
You can't keep just saying you're kidding.
It gets serious one day, and we're all gonna get killed.
I'm still.
The boy who cried Benji.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
very loopy right now for some reason.
Did we or did we not take the medicine, James?
I did not take the medicine, but I just. It's like an Adam Day a couple of weeks ago when he was playing Bartimus.
Don't you compare your thing to my thing. Things completely different.
Okay, so he's a butterscotch. That's fine. Who would like to talk to who?
Sorry, say that again. You're actually pretty quiet for me.
Who would like to talk to who?
Thanks, James.
I don't know.
I thought we were going to the administration. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought this was just the room heading towards there. I mean, we could talk to one of these older people right now, yes, if you would like to.
I feel like we walked like 15 feet. Like we're just walking through. I like looked at a thing. We keep walking, and Dante just stops after 15 feet and says, "Okay,
Yeah.
who are we talking to?"
Yeah.
I don't know what order we're doing this. What do you feel is necessary, captains?
Well, we've mentioned what we thought, and then we keep stopping
Yes.
for pudding.
Let's
So are you going to listen?
Putting distractions or anything like that. No talking to small children. We'll just keep going.
These are things you're supposed to tell me outside of the building. But yes, okay.
We didn't know anything outside of the building.
Yes.
We learned all the information after we entered. So
yes.
Okay, you got me there. Let's go talk to the administration.
You continue through this common room, and there is like a centralized circular desk in the center of the room with several people behind it, who are either medicine givers or they're the ones in charge, obviously. One of them here appears to be the most in charge. She's got the standard cream and white outfit that you've seen on everyone, but she also has a red plus sign on her breast of her outfit.
Hello. We are here on investigation business. We're wondering if we could ask you a few questions about the disappearances of Thordis Pike and Nick's Shadowcloak.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. I do hope they're found soon. Lourdes can't be long without his medicines.
Oh, how long has he been missing?
Sometime in the night. I'm not exactly sure. He was there for bed check at about 9 bells. And this morning, there he was not.
Okay. So not 24 hours just yet.
Well, about 12 hours. He's due a very large medicine dose here in about 2 to 3 hours. I worry for his safety if he does not get it.
We are going to be searching for him. Would you be able to give us some of that medicine so when we find him, we could administer it immediately?
Roll a diplomacy, or I'll give you a heal check.
Mere math. Roll diplomacy. No, I'm kidding. I have such bad. Okay, so I have a good heal. Sweet. That is a 10, so an 18.
I don't want to give you a full dosage, but I can give you maybe a stopgap thing that will get him back by a couple more hours.
Yes,
the drugs are very, very potent. I don't want them leaving the building.
That's fine. Just enough to where if we find him and he's a few hours out, we can get it to him and he can still get back safely.
Okay, give me a moment. And she goes behind, she ducks behind the desk, and you hear like bottles clanking back and forth and glass. And she comes up with this bag full of herbs and supplements, and it looks kind of like a tea bag. She's like, just steep this in hot water for about 10 minutes. Make sure he drinks all of it. And that will buy a couple more hours.
Perfect.
Had he exhibited any odd behaviors as of recently? Anything of concern?
Thordis is a hard one to figure what he's thinking because he doesn't speak. In fact, he can't speak. They say he'd taken some sort of oath back in his youth, in his younger days, and is bound by arcane and holy magics. Like he does not have the capacity to speak.
Interesting.
So it's the only one that really knew him was Nyx.
Can he not make any noise, or is it just speaking? Like, can he cry out or laugh?
I've heard him laugh. I've not heard him cry out for anything. So it appears he has the capacity for noise.
So you said Nyx was the only person who knows him well, or was...
Yeah, she was really the only one that hung out with Thordis. He kept mostly to himself.
And they were good friends.
I mean, as much as you can be with someone who can't speak back.
Does Nyx take any medication?
Sorry, say it again?
Does Nyx take any medication?
Oh no, Nyx is Nyx is fit as a fiddle. She's a little slower than she used to be, but her mind is just as sharp.
Okay.
Interesting.
Would you know about him when he was younger, or would that be more of a question for his son?
About Thordis?
Yes.
I mean, you saw his art on the wall when you came in. You saw his some of his deeds.
Yes.
Yes, the owlbear. When
he was a fresh young dwarf adventurer, he tamed an owlbear, which was quite impressive at the time. I guess the most notable thing about Thordis is at one point he was the head of the Order of the Protectorate, watching over all the towers of Terralith.
Does that have anything to do with his oath? The Order of the Protectorate?
Well, the oath may be tied to swearing into the Order. That's the rumors. That is, if you're not in the Order, you're not really privy to the secrets therein. But the rumors abound that Order members take certain oaths and agree to adhere to certain stipulations throughout the rest of their lives.
And
Interesting.
When they go to sleep, do you lock the doors? Are they're forced to stay in the room? How would you assume that they got out?
Well, they're not prisoners, if that's what you're asking. We do keep watch. Okay. We walk the halls at night. Everyone has their own private rooms. I'm not sure how they got out.
Would it be possible to check out their rooms?
Certainly. Absolutely it would be.
Maybe we could also talk to who was on watch last night.
Yes, that would be good.
Yes.
Let me take you to the room, and I will go and find the duty logs and find who was wandering the halls there last night.
Duty. Some exciting things happen in chat while you walk us to the room, Jared. Army Woman 00 dropped another $5. Dante, get lucky.
Yeah.
There was also a $25 donation that came in from Adamantite Adventurer. Thank you very much. Boost to Jared if he wears the glasses again. I really did like them. Also, as well, the same rules apply. So basically, if you put the glasses on, Jared, you get two things. You get a reroll and you get a boost.
Don't put it on.
I have lots of glasses options. I've got 3D glasses. I've got glasses that light up. I got all kinds of things.
You don't need to put those on, Jared.
But these were the glasses. Well, I want these bonuses.
All right, I guess the bonuses are yours now. Phooey.
Man.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
I gotta get glasses.
Are there rooms,
if you had glasses, you'd get bonuses. I don't know.
Are there rooms next to each other, Jared? Or are
the rooms are not directly next to each other. They are kind of across the hall and one or two down.
Okay.
But you notice as you're walking through these halls that most of the doors are open, like even when there's people not in them. So, like it's a very much communal situation. You do see people just walking in and out of other rooms. Each individual kind of room and doorway has its own decoration around it. Like this one looks like a hobbit hole, and that's where like there's a halfling in there. This one looks like a church columns on the end, and that's where a former cleric was.
Jared, can I make I apologize. I'm sorry. Can I make a general knowledge, like a general intelligence check? I want to know what I would Like if I were here as a rogue, how would I get out of here? Like I want to, do you know what I mean? Like I want to kind of think of it.
Yeah.
Kind of want to look at it through the Jason Bourne eyes. You know,
kind of like a casing, an inverse casing. Yeah.
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 I'm gonna use one of my luckies.
Yeah.
Ta-da! That's much better. Well, it's a 19 on the die, and if it is a general intelligence, then that would just be a 20, as I only have a 1 in my intelligence.
Okay.
If you want me to use another skill, let me know.
Yeah, I don't know what,
otherwise,
if this were 2E, we'd use like lore thievery or something. But
sure.
But that's a solid roll. I'll give you some stuff.
I could use survival.
Escape artist.
Oh well.
Do you have escape artist?
Oh yeah, maybe escape artist would apply.
Okay, escape artist is 26.
Okay. There's obviously the gate that you came through, kind of hanging around waiting for your opening to go through there. The upper tiers of the building appear to be too far back to scale from building to building, but maybe some sort of guide wire across. You might be able to kind of scamper across one. There's a massive hedge that runs the exterior of the grounds, and that's a lot of ground for someone to cover. You'd assume that there's probably some blind spots there, and you don't know if it's just hedge or hedge wall hedge kind of thing. And then there's always potentially breaking into the sewers from inside the building. Or you could try the old hide and laundry and go out with it when it goes out to get clean.
Okay, and do I notice anything does it appear, I mean, this is during the day, so this is probably quite different, but does it appear that the orderlies are on some kind of rotation, something that I could time out and be like, oh, okay, they switch every 15 minutes or, whatever?
With that role, I would say normally, yes, you believe, and she did mention a duty log, so there is some kind of track record.
Right.
However, today everything is kind of more heightened.
Yeah,
and people are searching the grounds and looking where oh, maybe we missed something in the greenhouse. They're searching there, but you would think normally there's probably some sort of set rotation, you can time how long it walks from here to here type thing.
Gotcha. Last question. I'm sorry. I just was curious. Have we at this point heard yet when they were found to be missing? In other words, did they notice at 6 a.m. or at 10 a.m.?
The lady just said that they weren't there this morning. She didn't get
okay.
They were last seen at 9 p.m. for bed checks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Sorry, I missed that.
I'm sorry, Lucas's comment made me laugh. Obviously, Grandpa Dwarf hardcore parkour. So she shows you this room, and she's all right. I will be back, or I will send our attendant back to answer your questions once I sort who it is. There's a lot of chaos today, as you can rightly assume. Good luck, and please find Mr. Thordis. He was such a nice man. Kind eyes, really. So you're left with 2 rooms, Thordis's room, and then slightly down the hall is Nyx's room.
Okay.
James, I need you to just start rolling checks, man. Because RDCINCV, which I wonder what that's short for.
That's my dad. So it's Robert David Chu and Chilla Vista. That's
he dropped 35 bones. Now he gave a little bit of love to me, Nathan and Tracy. We each got a lucky, but James, you got 4 luckies. Ooh, and he says, let's not have a repeat of last week.
Wow,
that's amazing. Okay,
that's amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Pops. I'm not going to take offense to that at all.
I mean,
I want to go up to the captains and basically ask them, So I have two ideas. One, I would like to talk to the son and figure out if his dad had any places he liked to visit, anything that he could remember. Like they said that he was head of the protectorate, watching over the towers. What if he was in, like, he had a specific tower he liked to go to? And then two, I would like to check the grounds for footprints. I have a good perception of where I didn't know how to word it.
I've got a good armor class.
I see things good.
I don't know if you see these numbers floating over my head, but I'm about an 8 in perception.
My old job was tracking people and beasts in particular.
Yes.
So
and I am from the forest, so around here I can at least see if there's anything the workers would have missed. Maybe they went through the bushes. They're both small. These are just ideas that I have.
Just to clarify,
yes,
Dante, you want to go track these people, but aren't you the one we found lost in the swamp, who couldn't find the right trail out of it?
First off, Mearst, that is a swamp, not a forest.
Make your own damn pudding.
and I was only lost because me and Benji had an argument on where to go.
Which you're definitely helping your argument on this one. We feel much better about your chances.
Yes, and
what would you, captains? What would you be comfortable with me doing? Talking to the sun, or checking outside for tracks?
I look at Mearst, like I give him the eyes,
yeah. I look right back. Is neither an option? Neither.
You talked to the last person you talked to. You threatened.
Yes.
I put my arm
threaten that girl.
I put my arm around Dante and I say, and then I immediately take it off and I feel gross and I'm like, Dante, maybe, and I look at Mearst and Milva, maybe you could go make that pudding. Maybe that's something you could go do.
I'm sure you could find the kitchen.
And Dante's eyes get really wide and he goes, a third captain. Captain Doric, that was great. I will do that exact thing, and immediately turn around and try to find the kitchen.
Wait,
okay. What? He's hopping down the hall, and you just see Benji like bouncing around in his papoose thing. You're going to be looking for the kitchen for a little bit. Now, I have to ask, because I don't know if it's been picked up on, or if Dante doesn't get it. You know that the son is your boss's boss, right?
Or our boss's husband, right? Or
I thought it was your boss's husband.
No, boss. So Bryn is the under captain in charge of your squad,
and he's
the over captain in charge of all of the squads.
Mm-hmm.
So he's the.
I don't think James understood that.
That's why I just wanted to.
Well, I think we all thought they were husband and wife, but now we're on. Well, I was going to say all of us, but I think Nathan and I at least were definitely on the same page on that one.
I mean, I don't know
50% of us,
but.
So that's why she was.
But
being
he's
super,
he's the son of the grandpa missing.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So when I was correct,
I just wanted you to know. So it was like I want to talk to the son. It's like.
I go outside and I
want to go talk to Mr. Burns.
I stare in the sky and I yell at the sun for answers.
Yeah, you do that every day though. That's not new.
That's just how you wake up.
Druids.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that was out there. I may have
I
buried
got the
that
concept
harder than intended.
So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna go ahead and take 20 on this room, Jared. I'm just gonna. Yes. I mean, we're here, and now that we don't have Dante to distract us, I'm just gonna go to town searching this room.
I'm gonna search outside of the room, see if I can find any tracks.
Nyx's room or Thordis's room?
We'll be in Thordis's. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I would also tell Milva if she's going to head outside, I'd say, if I were trying to sneak in or out of here, I would think about the windows. I don't think you're going to get much out of footprints in the city, but maybe check to see if there's something, somebody climbed the building or something.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'll look into it.
I'll stay with Daric.
Okay, so let's get this room. So you give the room a solid once over. You take some time. Things you notice that there is a now empty armament display plaque on the wall. That under in a brass plaque under where a weapon would hang, it says Severer. It looked better written than said. Mm-hmm. And then there's also Dark, because you have one in your room as well, except you put fancy clothes on it. There is a naked armor dummy also standing in the corner. What else do you find in here? Digging around, you find one of his books has a bunch of kind of starburst sketches all over them on the interior pages. Oh. And Mirameth. Mm-hmm. And I guess Dark saw it too, but it's a very similar starburst to the Skystone that you guys retrieved.
Yes.
Inside the painting.
Yeah, I always had a good feeling about that mission. Felt like it was really on the up and up and something we really should have done.
We would have told you about it earlier, but you were very focused.
Did we look stunning?
We did. I'm not saying
Thank you
did not do a good job. I'm just
Thank
saying.
you. Okay, well... No, it's fine.
Is there anything significant about the pages? Like, is it just sketches? Are there certain...
No, it seems to be in the margins of things. Like, he was reading and just kind of absently doodling, kind of.
Gotcha.
It's not like the pages of a madman just scratching like red rum.
It's more the pages of an idle man who's maybe trying to work something out.
Do I notice any connection on, like, is it every page? Is it only certain pages? And is there any connection between the pages that it's on?
Roll a knowledge something check. Local. I'll give you local. I'll give you religion, maybe.
Oh, thank goodness. Religion it is. Total of 18.
Okay. You're looking through, and there are... The book itself is kind of a overall telling of the Newman Prime, which are the deity, the theology here in this world, and the starbursts appear on all of the pages except for there's none that appear on Ioka pages and none that appear on the unrenowned pages. So they show up on Ordu, Tisrel, Nandarin, and Acker. I know those names probably mean nothing to you right now, but you can go to the World Anvil and check it out.
All right, give me 20. Just kidding. Interesting. So there are no stars next to these gods. Was one of those gods the one that the group who went to steal the star?
That's the Aokins.
The Aokins, yeah.
The Lady Chaos.
When we saw the picture of this guy in his more heroic younger years, what type of armor was he wearing?
He had his breastplate and like I don't know what it's called, the layered little like plates that are like held together with a
scale
on the top. Kind of like scale, but like fatter scale.
So he, probably wasn't. I look at Mirameth and I basically just say, it's not the armor I would have chosen to sneak around. But
yes,
but obviously he was successful.
Sneaking in armor isn't usually that easy from my experience. And he took a large weapon with him as well. It seems as if he more prepared for battle than tried to just get out.
How many days ago did we steal the Starburst thing, Jared?
Like 4, give or take.
Great.
You've done one patrol mission out and back, uneventful since.
Should we look over Nix's quarters as well?
Yeah, I think we'll take a thorough, 20 on Nix's. I mean, we're probably, we're gonna spend an hour in this place, I'm sure, at least. So we'll be here.
Okay. Meanwhile, let's flash over to Milva. What's happening? What's happening with you?
I'm gonna check by his windows if he has multiple. See if I see any sign of breakout or anything on the outside of these windows.
Okay. Give me a perception check or investigation. That's not this system, is it? No, it's a different system.
No.
14. You said perception?
Yeah, perception.
Awesome. 14, 20, 21. 14 plus 7.
Outside of his window, around the equivalent of whatever the well is, like right below the window, you notice that there are many freshly sprouted sunflowers were starting to grow. They look to be about 2-3 weeks old. And this goes on for about 4 or 5 feet past the window. Oops, sorry, bumped the mic. Probably would be difficult to move around the garden bed without disturbing such fresh plants. You do find a lot of sunflower seed casings there as well.
Okay. So, not likely that he jumped out the windows.
At least not this one.
Yeah. Okay, is there another one that I can check out?
I mean, you could go over to Nix's window as well.
Yeah, if there's nothing, if there's no other means of entry and exit from his place, I will go check out Nix's.
Yeah, the only exits are from each individual room goes to the central hallway, and then a window that goes to the outside. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go check her place out then.
Okay, give me a perception on Nix's window.
23. Just put my mic too.
At first glance, it looks like a nice solid window with no, like, it's locked in and it doesn't even open. It looks kind of rusted even. But as you get closer, you notice that the rust is actually painted on. A brief, just light pressure of the window, and the window just slides up in using the sash in a very fluid and silent manner. And as you're like looking at this window, Dark and Mirameth pop their face in to the next room.
Hi.
Just checking out this interesting window that has rust painted on it. It's kind of unusual.
Why would you paint rust on a window?
Because you don't want people to know that it is working.
Hiding the fact that it is as quiet as it is.
Yes. Sounds
interesting.
Meanwhile, what's happening? You've managed to find the kitchens, Dante.
When I was walking to find the kitchen, Jared, did I pass Captain Pike?
I mean, if you wanted to, you could. He wouldn't be on your direct route, but you could.
No, if I didn't stumble across him on like my direct route, then I guess it wasn't meant to be.
He would have been out of the way.
Fine, Jared. There goes that role play.
Good, because I forgot his voice.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it to the kitchen. Is there anyone in the kitchen?
Oh yeah, the kitchen's buzzing. It's starting to prepare all the meals for midday. right now. So there's about 4 or 5 kitchen workers moving back and forth.
Okay.
Getting things ready. No one seems to even care that you're in the kitchen. Like when you first came in, they glanced at you and they're like, "Oh, he's not an old person. He can be in here."
Cool. Then I'll go. Hey, excuse me, everyone. Excuse me, real fast. Could I get 3 boysenberry puddings, please?
I'm gonna ask you for your favorite roll. Hit me with diplomacy check.
Oh, that's a nat 20. That's a nat 20.
Use your unlucky, Jared.
That's what I'm thinking about. Should I? No. I'm gonna save that for later. A tall half-orc woman glances up from behind the counter. It's like, "Oh, what? You're looking for the boysenberry pudding? It's not Wednesday. Today's butterscotch pudding. I mean, maybe if you dig around in a cold box there, you might be able to find some boysenberry. But else you got to come back in 3 more days. You want boysenberry?"
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for your help. And he will turn around and go to the cold box.
Okay.
And try to search around for hopefully 3, but at least 1.
Give me a perception check.
Excellent. I'm going to re-roll that one because I Jamesed it. Oh my God, I Jamesed it again. I'm going to do another re-roll. Okay, that's a 17.
How many re-rolls did you go through there?
2, sir.
Okay. I'm just gonna mark those off for you.
You're fine. You're fine. 2, 17 plus 8. That is a 25.
Okay. You dig around. The cold box, it's pretty big. It's mostly just like shelves of fresh produce. But in the back there are some like more perishable things. You find a couple cups of pudding. It's not the freshest thing. They're in like a little tin. They have that skin on the top of them that gets there, but maybe you can remove that. No. But yeah, I'll say you find 3. I'll say you find 3. Actually, I'll roll it. Let's see how many you find.
Okay.
It's your lucky day. You find 4 boysenberry tins of pudding.
I am going to cast Purify Food and Drink just so I'm not poisoning this child.
Okay. Pretty off character, but
does that take the skin off the top?
No, but the skin now seals in the freshness.
Okay. Excellent. And then, so Dante has a huge smile on his face. He is first going to find the little girl, and go, "Guess who got lucky enough to find you some boysenberry pudding?" And I'm gonna hand that to her.
I would like to point out he did not clarify that he grabs spoons.
And I'd also like to point out he did not pay for those.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't told I had to pay.
Stealing from old people.
So I give her one, and I'm like, would your little friend that you have in your arms want one as well? Is he hungry?
Looks down. Yeah, Oopa want pudding too.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know why I made her Jar Jar Binks there, but
so I will give her a second one. And then I go, excuse, do you know where your father is?
Dad's over talking at the man around the corner.
Thank you
talking
so
about
much.
Grandpa.
I will be right back. I hope you enjoy those puddings. And I'm going to walk towards Captain Pike.
You walk away, and she's just like face first in this pudding.
I'm gonna walk up and I go, Captain Pike, if you have a moment, would you mind if I speak with you?
Sure. What can I do for you? Dontimus? No, what was the name?
Dante Everwisp, sir.
Dante Everwisp and the fat thing. Yes. What can I do for you?
Benji, but it's okay. I call him Chubby all the time. First, here's a pudding, and I hand him the boysenberry pudding. Your dad likes them, and so does your daughter. So I figured, why not give you one? Second, with your father missing, I just had a few quick questions. Were there any spots before he came to this home that he liked to, I guess, be at, or any places he goes to remember about like old times, or has he mentioned anything?
Well, he can't talk, so he's not mentioned anything. I'll be honest, we were not close. He was off proving himself an adventurer rather than being a father. It is only since he's retired and come back that we've started to reconnect, mostly over Therlin there. I don't know much of his likes and hobbies. Thank you for putting this into perspective, by the way. I don't even know my own father.
Thank you for putting this into perspective.
Oh, God.
I will say, every time I came to visit, I would bring Therlin, and he would be staring out of the Western Bay windows. The staff says he stared out those windows for hours. But again, he can't speak, so I don't know.
And he never took you or your daughter on walks around the place, or maybe around the city, or
just around the grounds here. He's not permitted to leave the grounds.
Okay.
He's medically not safe, which is why we're at a hurry here. Why we're concerned.
Yes, of course. Is there any other information that you might have to help in my search? I saw the paintings. I saw he was a great hero. I'm just trying to figure out. He took his actually, I wouldn't know that. Never mind that last statement. I get did he ever play with your daughter in the fields behind the home? Did they do hide and seek? Was there an area that he might have gone to?
Again, I mean, just around here, usually unsupervised. I'm busy running, you guys controlling the safety of the city.
Scott Danusa says, ask him if he's seen any ants in the area.
I don't. Again, they would come here. She would eat pudding. I would get a fancy drawing at the end of the day, and it seemed to make them all happy. So,
what were these drawings usually of?
Mostly owlbears. Mostly that Upa thing that he gave her.
Okay.
He glances over at the daughter, and they're both just covered in pudding.
I gave her pudding. I'm going to admit to that, Captain. But if you would allow me, I would like to ask your daughter a few more questions, just to see if her and her grandpa would. You said they were unsupervised, so I just want to see if there was.
I mean, by me, they had staff. It wasn't like I didn't set the girl alone with a wild animal known for eating the legs of thieves or something.
Whoa, Benji loves children, sir. He would never.
I bet they're probably supple and delicious.
Okay, Captain. If that's all the information you could provide, I want to thank you for your help. And he's gonna turn around and walk to his daughter because he has one last question.
All right, let's hear this question.
Okay.
She's just finishing up lapping the pudding out of the tin.
Question is, how was your pudding?
Yeah, that was one of the questions. Do you want
these other two puddings?
How was the pudding?
It's wasn't as good as Grandpa.
Yeah.
He does a little unicorn flying and puts it in the spoon in the face.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I would have done the unicorn thing if I had known. Question: Did you ever play hide and seek with your grandpa?
I hide in a greenhouse.
Oh, you hide in the greenhouse. Did he find you often?
He's not very good at it.
Oh.
I always hear it coming, and I hide better.
Did he ever hide? Did you ever go to find him?
I'm not very good at finding. I just like to hide.
Okay.
I do like that in this imaginary game that James's solution to this problem is, he's playing hide and seek. And that's, once I know where he hides, we'll find him.
Well, yep.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Come on, Adam.
He's just playing hide and seek right now, guys.
I also like that in this imaginary world, they wouldn't have thought to go look where he plays hide and seek.
Hey, they're adults
Browns.
not understanding children's games, and I'm pretty sure no one talked to the girl because they're going to push her off as a child, and maybe she had some good information.
You're absolutely right. You make good points.
Yeah.
Any questions for the child?
No. I just thank you, and I'll be back. And hopefully we can get you some more pudding for you and your friend.
You come back with Grandpa. You promise?
I did promise, and I will do everything in my power to bring him to you.
This is going to be real awkward if part of the story is her grandpa being dead. Just so you know.
I was just thinking that.
That's on you.
God.
I'll never come back here again.
Whip pan to Nick's Shadowheart room, Shadow Cloak's room. What you guys doing?
Yeah, so we were trying to turn the place upside down for any other clues, and I think we were also waiting for to see if the person that was on duty,
the guy coming back,
had showed up.
So while you're waiting, and looking through Nick's stuff, it's a pretty sparse room. You do manage to find hidden under the mattress in a secret compartment that was clearly added after the fact. You open it up, and it just seems that Nyx has more of like everything. She's got more pudding than other patients would have. She's got more medication stored. She's got more reading materials. Like she always seems to have more. And even kind of keeping your ears open around, she would get things like more outside time, and she would have visitors come see her more frequently. So,
what was her heroic poster of? Did we see that?
She actually did not have one.
Okay.
Oh.
She doesn't have a gift made of her.
Correct.
Okay. What do we know? Have they been able to tell us anything about her history?
The only thing that they know is she was pretty. She used to be super nimble and slippery. She was known for getting out of scrapes and escaping tough situations. Essentially, it's hard to glorify a rogue or a thief, which is why there's not.
What?
Yeah.
I don't buy that at all.
The bigger thing that you get is, though she slowed down with age, her mind hasn't. Her mind has remained sharp, and it's got a little sassy streak in her.
Okay.
She would use the sass to kind of defend other people.
And she and Thor, what's his name?
Thordis.
Thordis.
They were buddies when they were younger.
They were kind of fast friends.
Okay.
After a few moments, or I guess after 40 minutes, because he took 20 on both rooms, an orderly walks up, and he just looks distraught. Looking around, he's like, I hear you wanted to ask me some questions. Oh, I feel so bad.
Yeah. What can you tell us about what happened last night?
I mean, I did the bed checks like every night, and Thordis was in his room reading his prayer books, and Nyx was in her bed just sleeping. There's no one came into my hallways. I swear it.
Did you see Nyx's face?
No, I look in the windows of the doors. I don't want to disturb the residents if they're asleep, because sometimes it takes a long time for them to get to sleep. I mean, I guess it's possible she could have tricked me. I don't think. I mean, they are together all the time. Like, I saw them yesterday around lunch, walking around the eastern hedges together. Then they're always looking out of that western bay window, or they're playing their games. I don't know what to do.
So the western window and the eastern hedges, is that what you said?
The eastern hedges, yeah.
But they look out the western window.
Yeah.
They were at the eastern hedges. Okay.
I think
I'm gonna just to roll it, I'm gonna roll a sense motive.
Okay.
Now who's
I got nothing, man. It's 12 total.
I mean, you feel like he's telling the truth, and he's genuinely concerned.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like, I couldn't live with myself if Thordis didn't get his medication. He dedicated his life to protecting Coram, and all of Terraleth, when he became one of the Order, but I don't know why he would just leave.
Did you say what game would they play?
Oh, all kinds of. They would just play the snakes and lassos, and they played the dwarven checkers out there. Just whatever to pass time. They were just always together. Is the key of the phrase that I'm saying. I'm not saying go look into games. I'm not saying that.
We should definitely check out the games.
Maybe Milva could go check out the hedges, and why don't Miramath and I go take a peek out that western window that he's mentioning?
Yes.
And also, what's the was it said earlier what the medication is actually for? Like, will he just collapse and fall over, or?
No. He takes it's for his heart. He gets an uneven rhythm, and we're afraid it will just stop one day. You know, the dwarves are very stout, but they don't like complaining. But sometimes you have to complain to get treatment. He's very dejected.
Can I walk into the room, Jared?
Yeah, you can walk up now. Yeah.
No. We refuse to have him walk into the room.
No.
Well, someone stops you at the door, but you're in the area.
Captains, all three of you. I have some viable information. I found out that Tortoise usually watches out of the Western Bay windows. I'm not sure.
We know.
Wait, you know?
Yes.
We've learned this.
Wait, for how long?
How did your pudding making go?
Oh, it was great. I was able to find some pudding. I gave it to the girl and her little buddy. I also spoke to Captain Pike. He got some pudding as well.
How many puddings did you find?
Pudding.
Your faces said I did something wrong.
You gave our boss's boss some pudding.
Oh yeah, he seemed pretty. I mean, he wasn't upset that I gave him the pudding.
And that's really the metric we should be measuring this by, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. But I talked to Captain Pike, and sadly he doesn't know his father very well. We all can kind of relate.
I mean, I had a pretty good relationship with my father.
Do we even know your story, Mearst? I'm sorry.
No.
Who are you?
I'd love to tell you it now, but we are in a time crunch. We must find this old man.
Before his heart stops.
But yes, well, since you already have some of the information that I brought, what did you guys find out?
We found out that you got pudding. How many pudding did you get?
Oh, that's it. It's fine. Just a number. 3.
Sense motive.
Detective
motive. No. I want to go look out this window. I'm not gonna talk to Dante. I'm not gonna answer his question. I'm just gonna be Dark's just gonna be the Dark we expect him to be and turn and walk towards the window.
We'll have fun losing your captainship, Dark.
Miramath catches Dante up and then says, "Why don't you go help Milva check the east hedges while I check the west-facing window with Darek?"
Okay,
yep,
Captain.
I'm leaving him with you.
Great.
Captain Number 1, Milva, where are we going?
At least I'm number 1. We're going to the Eastern Hedges.
Oh, okay.
Follow me.
Perfect. Oh, and I'm going to yell at Daric. Who's dumb thinking about the hedges now, Daric?
Please keep your voice down. We don't want to startle anyone here.
There's a lot of old people here.
Daric's perception isn't that high. He doesn't make out what he just knows that somebody yelled. Oh, okay.
Okay, so we got a group going to the hedges and to the window. And before I get into what is there, let's go ahead and take our mid-break. Oh, come back. We'll find out some more information. And maybe we'll find some old missing people.
I'm old missing people.
I hope so.
I'm going to cry if this old man is
here
dead.
On Bedlam.
And I just promised this girl.
This little girl. You're going to break her heart.
I can't wait for that.
Hi, welcome to What's in the Box. My name's John, and I will be your crate keeper for today. Da-da-da-da. Today I'm going to be exploring Dungeon Crate. I'm really excited about this because I've never gotten to do this one before. Dungeon Crate is a monthly subscription box that starts at $29.95. It has several different types of RPG accessories for all your tabletop gaming needs. Okay, Dungeon Crate. Dungeon Crate, Dungeon Crate. Nice sheet that tells us what everything is. First thing I find here is an adventure path. And for this one, a lost artifact, a desperate king, and an unfound hero offer high adventure on our first module set in Halcyon. It offers full-size DM and player maps, illustrations, background lore, and extra details. It's a very versatile module, it says. This is probably system independent. You can play this in D&D or Pathfinder. Might even be able to play it in Shadowrun or Call of Cthulhu, who knows. What else do we have here? I got a sticker. This is the bonus, Dungeon Doodle sticker. So this is a mini character sheet, an acrylic one with a dry erase marker to go with it. Perfect for NPCs or a quick reference at the game table. This acrylic mini character sheet is from Advanced Deployment. Of course, from Elderwood Academy, which always has cool stuff in these boxes, we have a wooden D6. Very, very cool. I rolled a 4. That's better than a 1, not as good as a 6, I'll take it. This is a wooden inspiration token. This is from Deep Dungeon Games, who have a shop on Etsy. You can use it as a tabletop marker, or it can be used for any other purposes for any tabletop game. And we have some minis, a couple of Reaper miniatures. They actually do pretty well going together on this one. They're technically 2, but there's 3 minis total. One is 2 zombies, and the other is a Barrow Warden Lord. So, boss, minions. Take the boss and the minions, use them for this adventure path, roll this dice, and keep track of their statistics on this. Actually, pretty good Dungeon Crate this time. I think it actually all really goes together very well between the miniatures and the adventure path. And I really like the adventure path. I mean, I love me Reaper miniatures, but I actually really like the adventure path because you can probably play it with any game system. Every Dungeon Crate has a digital aspect. You go to dungeoncrate.com and you find the digital tab, and then you use a password to get in. And it gives you access to downloadable encounters, and it's actually supplemental materials for the Xander's Lost Orb adventure path. So once again, big thanks to Dungeon Crate, probably one of my favorite subscription boxes that I've ever seen, just because I enjoy the material and they offer great options for what they give you. Be sure to like and subscribe below and give us a comment and tell us what your favorite adventure you ever did in a role-playing game is. My name's John, this has been What's in the Box with Dungeon Crate. Happy gaming.
And what does my trident sound like?
Please ready that sound. I'm about to fire a crossbow bolt.
Before you do it, it is engaged in melee, so it's a -4 to you to hit with a ranged attack.
Fucking Pathfinder. Well, in that case,
I mean, you can absolutely shoot. That's a thing that you can do.
It's fine. I'll step forward and attack with my short sword. 19, and it does 7 damage.
It's gonna hit for 7 damage. Thank you. That brings us to Kaylin. Keelan, it's your turn. What you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing, to be quite honest with you. Can the skeleton hear? Is that a thing I know about skeletons? Do they have sense of hearing?
Ears. Give me a heal check or Arcana.
I have Arcana. 7.
You know they have ear holes.
Okay, and I'm gonna pull up my sickle and I'm gonna attack.
It's not a scythe, right? It's the handheld one.
That's a sickle.
I always confuse scythe and sickle.
Scythe is the Grim Reaper, and sickle is the two handles.
It's the weapon that Ruby uses on Ruby.
14.
14 is not enough to hit this skeleton.
Cool.
Nope, not Sai. It's my skeleton. Let's see. He's gonna claw at you with his hands.
Bullshit, I should be ranged anyway.
He misses you gravely with
so angry.
7.
I look at him and I make a sign like I'm bringing my finger across my throat.
He shakes his head, yeah, like I'm dead. True. Sai's turn.
Oh, all right.
Sleepy Sai.
I'm going to step into the room, and I see the 3 of them around the skeleton. I go, make sure that you keep that skull for me too. Try not to bash it in too good. I could definitely use some of that the bone dust for sure. Yes.
I turn around and say, feel free to pitch in.
Oh, you're doing fantastic. Don't worry. I want to go look at this shelf over here. What's on the shelf?
You're looking at the shelf?
Yes. You all can handle it. You're doing a fantastic job.
Among the rags and bones, the shelves contain what appears to be a heavy mace, and that's what you could find without, you can give me a perception if you want to find more.
13.
13? You find a heavy mace. You also find 3 pearls, and that's it.
Cool.
A heavy mace and 3 pearls. And some bones.
I'm going to pick up all that stuff,
right.
and I will distribute later.
Brings us back to Ink.
Time for the trident to meet his face. So slow for me to know these things. 21.
That absolutely hits.
10.
10. You stab this skeleton as it crumbles to the ground. Everyone roll a perception check.
16.
18.
10. 16.
Fine, be better.
You don't see it because you're like, okay, it's done now. You're looking in a corner, but you see that there's still something moving around.
Yep, there we go.
Welcome back. It is a surprise to me as well as you because for some reason the blue bar didn't render at the bottom.
No blue bar!
But we're back now, and we're investigating some missing elderlies, I think Chu called them, here on Bedlam and Discord. We're just about to start our second half, and I am pleased that I have my favorite cast with me to go on this adventure. So let's go on this adventure. Let's figure out what's happening. Things that are still in play. We have a wild magic TBD of determination. I know what it is, but it hasn't come into play yet. So I'm sitting on that until it causes the most ruckus, really. So Nathan's going to get hit with that. What else can I say? We are about to learn why we looked at the western window and the eastern hedges. So let's do that. Dante and Milva are moving towards the eastern hedges.
Yes.
These are basically around the corner from the window that slid open easily, Milva. So it's not a straight shot over there, but it is it is in that sort of direction.
Any signs of recent movement toward these hedges?
Give me a perception or a tracking.
Can I do a survival?
Sure. Survival to track if you get a bonus on that.
What's that? Oh, I see.
A 27.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I rolled a 9, so
that's not as good as a 27.
Yes.
Okay,
I use my luckies.
With a 27, you notice that there are several sets of footprints. Most of them moving about like a circulambulatory pathway around the outside of the building, just kind of like a walking circle.
Yeah.
You do notice that, and maybe it's because it's still somewhat early in the morning, there are ever so slightly accentuated 2 sets of footprints accented by just the absence of morning dew on this grass that seem to move into the hedge up ahead.
I'm not as dumb as you guys think. Ha! I'm gonna turn to Milva and go, Milva, look over there. There's 2 small sets of footprints going into the hedge.
Interesting. Let's check it out.
Cool.
Inside of the hedge.
Okay.
Yeah, let's walk up and do we a perception or?
Well, what do you want to do? You want to just like pull the hedge back? You want to jump into the middle of the hedge? How you doing this?
I would like to pull the hedge back. I'm not sure how you feel about that, Captain.
I agree. Ever so slightly, try to maneuver it backwards. See if we can peer in.
Okay. You kind of tug on the right roots and the likening little branches that hold the hedge to this brick wall that is between the hedge on the inside, and you pull it back, and sure enough, there is a limestone brick wall that runs along the middle of the hedge that these footprints lead into.
Well, that's curious.
I'm gonna reach out and touch the wall.
You get a sensation of a brief chill as your hand passes through the stone.
Milva, I think we're onto something here. We should probably get Dark and Mearst.
Yes, most definitely.
I'll stay here, Milva. I'll go run and get them.
Okay.
And I'm going to sprint inside to try to get Dark and Mearst.
Okay, Benji's flopping around as you're...
Yeah.
Meanwhile, while that's happening, over at the western window.
Yes.
It's a very large window. Very picturesque bay window. Looking out upon it, you can see on the right side is an abscess of the bay. You can see kind of a bay kind of push into but the main feature of this window is in the far distance through the canopy trees of the forest that surrounds the city of Mearst. You can see the rising spire of the Corin Protectorate Tower. That seems to be the main focal point of this window. You would think that sunrise here would be... Nope, sunset here would be a very, very picturesque thing.
Yes, it's he was very for the Protectorate. Are you trying to speak to us, Darek?
No.
Sorry. It just seemed like you had something to say.
I just said, yeah, this all adds up. This makes sense. He's trying to get over to the tower, trying to have another adventure.
Yes.
Either that or he's trying to go tame another owlbear. One of the two. Maybe both.
Maybe both. But I feel like it would be the tower one first, though. And like owlbear along the way, maybe, or afterwards.
I just had a strange thought. What do we know about the owlbear? Is it still alive? Was it tamed in the sense that he lived with it? Like, is it getting on in years and he wants to go say his final goodbye to it? What do we know about the owlbear?
Give me a knowledge nature or arcane. I don't know if they're arcane. What are they?
I'm pretty sure they're arcane, aren't they?
Yeah, give me a knowledge arcana if you have it.
No, I don't have any of those knowledges. I'll just give you a flat knowledge check.
Give me a flat knowledge check. I mean, you've heard of owlbears. They're not like, oh, they're brand new.
Sure. They are bears that are owls, is what I know.
What about Mearst? You gonna take a shot at that?
I could. What would a flat knowledge check be? Just with my intelligence?
Just intelligence modifier, yeah.
All right. Here we go. Yes, bears and owls somehow simultaneously.
Cool. Yeah, you've heard of owlbears, but you've never been fortunate enough to see one for yourself. Perhaps you should go to the Magical Beast Zoo when you get a chance.
Oh yes, Dark. You want to go to the zoo after this?
Zoos are gross unless we're going to see the little meerkats. Then I like that.
Well, obviously we're going to stop at the meerkats.
Okay, yeah, we'll go to the zoo. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Maybe we should stop and ask Pike if he knows anything about the owlbear.
Yes, maybe the owlbear has something to do with it.
While you're trying to figure out owlbear, your best friend Dante charges into the room out of breath. He's like, guys.
Dante, no, that's me. Darek and Mearst, we found something. I need you to come quick.
Is he trying to intimidate us?
I think he's trying to be confident. Whatever he's doing, Milva's
not working.
Him, and that's not good. So let's run and see what they...
Hold on. Mearst.
Should never leave a party member alone.
Darek, we found a path that we believe they went to. It's in the eastern hedge. They used magic to put a wall. I was able to put my hand through that wall. It's our first lead. We need to go quickly. It was very cold when I put my hand through it, but we don't have time for this, guys.
I already left. That's why I did this.
All right. I leave as well.
A few moments passed, and Milva, the group coalesces around you, and this mystical wall in the hedge, this bridge to Terabithia, as it were.
Oh, you're all back. Good.
Yes.
We found something interesting here. You probably should all take a look. And I'm going to kind of like crouch down, and I'm going to reach my arm out and see if it does the same thing.
Yeah, your arm kind of goes into this wall, and the image of the wall kind of swells and envelops your arm, so it looks like your arm just ends and was built into the wall.
See?
That is very interesting.
I was right about the hedges, everyone.
We're all surprised, Dante, yes.
I am too.
Did you guys find anything at the window?
It seems to face towards one of the towers. It would be very picturesque at sunset.
Well, he did serve the Protectorate. So makes sense that he would look at it. Well, this thing at least doesn't seem to be like the other door that we went through a few days ago, where we all go miniature.
Yes, so far not one of those.
But perhaps we should try to go through it.
Yes, I will go through it for us. I will make sure everything is safe. So Mearst kind of like grabs his shield and just kind of like puts it ahead of him, and not knowing what lies ahead will just kind of pull a short sword out as well and just kind of walks confidently through the wall.
Okay. You walk through this wall, You find yourself, the sensation of cold washes over you, and you find yourself standing in a wooden and iron, very cold chamber. Foodstuffs are stacked around you. There are it looks like some barrels of ales there. You're definitely in some sort of cold storage room. It is a fairly big room. It's about 30 feet by 15 feet. Like it's a good amount of storage.
That's interesting.
There's one door that leads out of this place.
Oh, okay. I was like, I ruined it. I brought everyone here for a
freezer or something.
Look, more pudding.
Yeah.
I think Miramath would kind of like lean his head back out through the wall and just say, "Come on, everything is fine."
It's really weird because your face is now warm, but your body's cold.
Yep.
So,
well, who's next?
I'll go in.
You pass through this cold barrier here and find yourself in a room of cold food.
Cool. I'll follow behind.
I'll go last.
Okay. You all end up in this room. Dante, it looks very similar to the room you were in earlier where you found pudding, but it is not the same room.
So this is where they keep the other pudding. And we all see the other door that leads out.
You do.
Okay. Maybe this was just a storage room and they came across it, but I don't know about you guys. We're more than welcome to look around to see if they I don't know, here. But if not, we should exit this and try to pick up a trail or something.
Yes, the footprints stopped here, so they at least went in here at some point, or somebody did, but it was 2 sets of footprints that stop here. So there's got to be something in here.
Or they could have gone through the door. We don't know where that leads.
Yes.
I'm gonna walk to the door with my scimitar drawn and open it.
Okay. The door opens to a rather busy kitchen. A small human, a petite human woman with striking red hair, scuttles about the kitchen, tending to a stew, chopping ingredients, has not become aware of you currently.
So, surprise round, everyone.
Oh my god!
No,
Dante.
Hey, hello.
Oh my! Welcome.
I'm sorry. And I hold up the medallion. I'm like, we are town guardsmen. We are searching for 2 older adventurers. Are you?
Well, you've certainly come to the right place. There's no lack of adventurers here at Silly Old Bear. Welcome. I see you found one of our entrances. If you pass through the front door there, or the kitchen door there, my husband Ziri will be pleasure to take care of you. I'm just back here cooking some stew right now.
Dewall would lose his mind. Okay. A quick question. Are you usually here all the time? We seem to have been missing 2 elderly adventurers from the home next door. They were last seen at around 9 p.m. last night.
She gives a little giggle. She's like, next door. That's ain't that just right? Yeah, Ziri and I are here. Most times we tend to the tavern in the inn. Though we don't exist in a next door facility that you're used to. Many people come in and out. We have several entrances hidden around the lands.
Where
we are what scholars call an extra-dimensional space here in Silly Old Bear.
Oh my!
Wait.
So we're able to hear everything, like when the doors open.
Yeah, she's not being quiet about it.
Okay.
Wait, where is here? Are we not in Mearst anymore?
You're at the Silly Old Bear Inn and Tavern, of course. Where else would you be?
If we were to step outside of the Silly Old Bear to use your front door, what town would we be in?
Let's see, the front door. I believe. I don't know where the front door is set to go to today. We've got multiple entrances and exits all around.
Does your husband know where everywhere is set to go?
Yeah, I mean, he's the one that did the magics, so I certainly hope so. Else me and the babe aren't going to last long, trapped in an extra dimensional space with a madman.
Would he know? I'm sorry, Mearmath. Quick question: would he know who entered and exited the doors? Do you have like a security system that tells you?
He might. I don't, but he might. Like I said, it's his magics. He might know the comings and goings.
Would you be okay if we talked to him?
I mean, it's right through that door into the common room.
And that door doesn't lead to some other plane of existence. It's just a regular door inside the Silly Old Bear.
Yeah, it's how you get from the kitchen into the common area.
Okay, well, I am terribly sorry for startling you. Here is an apology of mine, and I'm going to give her a gold coin.
Oh, thank you, dearie. Never forget, you're never a stranger here at the Silly Old Bear Inn and Tavern.
We should all get more apologies.
Yes, what is your name by chance?
My name is Rowan. Okay. My husband's name's Zeri.
It's nice to meet you, Rowan. I am Dante Everwis. This is Milva, our captain. This is Mearmath, our second captain. And this is Darik, who was our third captain, but has been revoked.
Darik is behaving much like Tony Shalhoub's character in Galaxy Quest, where these three cannot believe that they were like teleported and are like still trying to come to terms with it. And Darik's like, cool.
That was cool.
And Dark just walks through the door that everybody's been talking about from the kitchen into the dining room.
Yeah, I will follow.
I will follow.
And I will be behind.
Okay. Give me a second to clear this frog in my throat. You step out of this kitchen into a fairly large dining area. There is a raised pedestal in the distance next to a fireplace where a lute hangs on the wall. It is untended to. Most of the tables are empty right now, but the wall that holds keys to the room behind the bar is about half empty, indicating that about half these rooms are occupied. There is a tall, red-headed human man behind the bar. He's kind of burly. He looks like he knows what he's doing with a weapon. He's like, welcome. I see you found the entrance. How can I be of assistance?
We are searching for... Oh,
sorry.
No, sorry.
Sorry.
We're both... No, you... No, by all means. No, you. Obviously. You
know what? You can go first this time, Mearmath.
Oh, thank you very much, Milva. Next time you, though. All right. So, we are looking for two adventurers who came here roughly this many hours ago, and I tell him the number of hours it is since about 9 p.m. the night before, according to my time, because I'm thinking extra planar time is different. Yeah. So I don't want to just say sometime after 9 p.m. because who knows what time it is here. I mean, this guy. But so yes, we are looking for these two adventurers. One of them is in need of medicine, and we are just making sure that he's gotten here okay. We're looking for, their names are Nix and Thordis.
At Nyx, at the term Nyx, he sits back and smiles like, what'd she steal from you this time? What'd she get?
Oh, nothing at all.
You'd be the first to say that.
Really?
She's quite adept with her nimble fingers. Though she's gotten on in age, I've known her quite some time.
So she's a regular patron here?
Oh, she's been through, not so much as of late, but in her younger days. In fact, her and an older gentleman came through here roughly in the ballpark of time you're talking. Served him up an ale myself.
This older gentleman, a dwarf?
Yes, I believe he was.
Do you know where they went?
They walked right out that front door. I believe they had it set to the forests near Mearst in Coram. I can't be sure because it really functions on where the thinker's thinking. And I can't think what the thinker's thinking.
The forest near Mearst. And it changes just by thought?
The tower,
it's what you're thinking about. The most prevalent thought in your brain when you step through. It will put you at one of our doorways closest to there. I do know that when Nyx opened the door, there were it looked like some sort of rainforest out there, maybe.
Daric starts thinking about the day spa near where he grew up and begins heading towards the door.
Daric, where are you going?
Well, I'm going to get a mani-pedi and do some exfoliating. I'll probably have my hair done. I need to get the tips done again, and I'd like to get this cleaned up, just a general all-over body treatment. So I'm just going to head there. He said I could just think about it, and I'll be there. And so that sounds much better than here.
But we have people we need to save.
Just think about them and go save them.
I run over to the door, think really hard about the forest that I was just seeing through this bay window, and open it.
That's not the day spa at all.
Sure enough, the door opens and there's forest and looks like some sort of mostly overgrown path, and you hear from behind the bar the tavern keeps Erie says, yeah, that's the one. They went right out there.
Thank you for your help.
No, thank you, and be sure to visit Silly Old Bear Inn, where every day's a goddamn good one.
You should put that on pillows.
We're thinking about having shirts made.
Interesting.
Tunics. Yeah.
I wanted to give you one more for your t-shirt idea. Make your own damn pudding.
We don't. That's good, because then we could sell pudding, and sales would drive purchases. I like you. If you ever need a marketing job, perhaps come see me.
Oh, I have a lot of ideas. I think we could get along fabulously.
Well, I'm always down to hear it. I hope I don't die in a future horrible way that someone brings up far into the future with my daughter.
You have a daughter?
And you step through the door.
Oh no!
He's talking
just
about
learning about
me.
Oh yeah,
I'm picking on Chew.
Yep.
Did you kill those people?
No. Can I bring him up to speed, Jared?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so DeWall is my very first character on Bad. His name is DeWall Stonerage. He is very awkward because he's also in love with Morgan, their daughter. Her parents died. They died. And my parents died in my backstory. And so I thought, you know what would be a good way for us to relate? We talk about our dead parents.
That feels like a James Chu choice.
It went over just like you think it did.
Yep. It was a crowded bar, and I asked her about her dead parents, and everything kind of went.
Wow.
I don't even think you had to roll diplomacy on that one. I feel like that's just a crit fail automatically.
He didn't have me roll at all. It just went bad.
I like that hashtag choice.
That's a James choice.
It's a choice.
It's a choice.
The door closes behind you, and you find yourself standing at a mostly dilapidated shack in the middle of the forest. A forest that you're familiar with. The fauna seems similar to the forest where you fought some ants.
You absolutely owe me a trip to a day spa. And not just a day spa, the day spa. That's literally the name of it. It's called literally the day spa.
Survival check for tracks, Jared?
Sure.
He doesn't even care.
He just ignores. Yeah.
I'm going to re-roll that one.
All right.
Oh, that's way better. That's an 18 on the dive, plus 10. That's a 28.
Yeah, it's not hard to find. The tracks are no more than 4 hours old. There's a set of small gnome tracks and a set of slightly larger dwarf tracks heading into the forest.
Everyone, quick thing. Dark, if you help me find these people and get them back safe, I will pay for your spa treatment. I do not care how much it costs, but I promised a little girl to get her grandfather back, and I am prepared to keep that promise. Anyways, everyone look at the ground. I have found tracks leading off into the distance.
Right.
Tracks.
I want to start following those tracks, Jared.
Okay. Yep. You weave and wind through the forest in front of you. The lichens and the mosses cling to trees, and there's a layer of fog and fog and mist that hang just from the heavy moisture and heat in the air. A heavy couple hours of traveling brings you to the base, or you can see in the distance, the base of a large tower made of limestone and sand and limestone?
Yeah.
Fired brick and limestone.
Yes.
At the foot of the path that leads up to this tower, there seems to be a figure lying against a stone pillar with an emptied water skin at her side.
Miramath runs up to help.
Is this the tower?
You've not been super close to one, but it looks like the tower that was in the painting.
Okay.
In the hidden room.
Yes.
Miramath runs up to see who this is.
Okay. It is an elderly gnomish woman.
Oh.
Can I check for signs of life?
Sure, you can heal check me.
Heal check. All right, I'm going to roll it with one of my lucks just to make sure we get something good here. Come on. I'm so glad I used a luck because one of them was a 1, but the other is a 17 plus 4, 21.
She appears to just be unconscious and unharmed otherwise.
She's okay. So no other wounds or anything?
No, the only other there's daggers are still in her hilts on her belt. She is breathing heavily as if in a deep sleep, and there is an emptied water skin at her side on the ground.
Can I make I want to check the water skin for any signs of sleep potion or anything like that?
Sure. Give me
it's iocane powder.
Heal check or a nature check.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what else. If you have craft potion, I'd let that happen.
I do not have that. I'll go with heal again.
Nathan.
Yeah.
That girl at that place 114. Just resubscribe, Aid, for the 14th month.
What?
Thank you so much for the resubscribe, Aid. We are now at an official of 160. Wait, we went down 168.
Dope.
See how quick they go down? They go down and up. It's crazy.
Fluctuate.
Oh,
we scared someone.
But that's amazing. Thank you, that girl that
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, my role is a Michael Jordan.
I'm sorry, that has no meaning.
23, baby!
Oh, okay. I see. A LeBron James is what you're saying. Got it.
Yes.
Got it. A 23. Yes. You examine the water skin. You pick it up. You get a little sniff. You detect the faint hint of some sort of nightshade-ish herb, usually used for a sleeping concoction, a sleeping drought. Not intent to harm, but just put them asleep.
Yes.
Very common, actually, in like an old folks' home.
And you said she doesn't look wounded at all?
She does not look wounded.
Okay.
She seems to have drunk some sort of sleep aid.
It was a 23, right?
Yes.
She could potentially be out for another couple hours, or she could also be revived if you desired.
Yes, I think Miramath would kind of like gently like, hello. You tap her on the face, and before her eyes open, you are keenly aware of a dagger that is positioned under your breastplate of your armor piece, giving pressure on your chest. She opens her eyes. What do you want? Oh, I was making sure you were all right.
Where's Thordis? Where's Thordis? What did he do?
He's not here. You seem to have had a sleeping potion of some kind.
That bugbear's butthole! How dare he! I came to save him! Oh, he's going to hear it from me.
She starts to save him?
Getting up. Yeah, he got it in his head. He was going into this tower. And I said, I don't want to go because, under pain of death. But if he was going in, I was going with him. He said, make ready. So I took some water to get ready, and I checked my blades, and the next thing you know, I'm here with you.
Would you mind kindly removing the blade from my torso?
Oh, right. Yeah, instinctual, instinctual.
Of course, I totally understand.
Yes. She pulls it out, and quick as a blink, it's back in her sheath at her hip.
Do you happen to know how he was going to get in this tower?
He was going to just walk in. He used to run the Order of the Protectorate. Those the only ones allowed in the tower. I assume he had some sort of secret way. But again, he couldn't tell me. The old coot couldn't talk.
Jared, there's not just like a front door to this
There
place.
is a front door. But give me a perception. If you're like, Miramath's like, how is he getting in? And you're just like, the door. And you look up.
Perception would be dirty 20.
There is, you glance towards the door, and you do see, on occasion, kind of circling the base of this tower, the air kind of sparkles and shimmers, and then fades. And then it rotates around, sparkles, shimmers, and fades.
Sparkly air. Got it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just survey around the tower quickly and see if I see any signs of other entry. See if I see any other footprints of his.
I'm very confused. Did you say that he told you he wanted to go to the tower?
No, he was just going, and he kept drawing that stupid star and staring at the stupid tower. What else could he want? So I just followed him.
Wait, you two didn't plan this together? You followed it? How did he get out?
Well, he was gonna go, and rather than have him not make it, I decided.
So you let him out. So he came into your room, and you guys went down out the window, correct?
Yeah, I have a secret window.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you painted rust on it.
Yeah, so it doesn't work. When you look at it, it's brilliant.
But it does work. Your brain thinks it won't work, right?
My brain knows it works.
Yes.
Milva, looking around the tower, the backside of the tower, the base is somewhat cracked, like with age and time. You see that there are upshoots of roots and vines growing towards the tower itself. You come across the remains of several long picked over, scavenged dead animals littering the grounds. But there is no other visible entrance. The only other thing on the facade of this, or the face of this tower, at the very top, it juts out into a somewhat like a lighthouse kind of walkway at the very, very top, a solid 100, 200 feet up.
These roots and vines, how far up do they go up the tower?
They don't actually grow onto the tower. They just get to the base. And then if you get really close and investigate like the edges of them, they look almost singed.
The shimmer. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll head back around to the group. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's much, no other entrances anywhere else. There is at the very top of the tower, a little kind of, trying to think of the right word to describe it, like a balcony of sorts, very small.
Jared, I fly up there.
Give me a fly check.
Right.
In case.
But you can fly?
No, not at all. No. It was a total lie. But you all believed it, and that was what was important.
I was like, what potion did you get?
I know. Like,
if you believe.
Okay. Well, Nyx, I'm Dark Drake. I'm sure you've heard of my parents. Yes, they are those Drakes. This is Miramath, Milva, and that's Benji. And the big ugly one is Dante.
Cool. What about what about Thordis?
Yes, we should try and get inside.
Did you find him? Is he in there?
Yeah, he's in there. He's doing fine. We should head back, I guess. Good job, everybody. Great work.
I'm gonna touch the door.
Okay, fine. Let's go.
You're gonna touch what?
I'm gonna touch the door.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not going to be near that. Yeah, absolutely not. I'm nowhere near that.
I'm going to take Benji out of my pouch, give him to Miramath.
Hold up. You're going to put him... Why would I... Hold up. Why would I just accept this large salamander that I've seen bite things? Like, what in your experience tells you that Miramath is just going to joyfully hold Benji? Like,
he knows that we're all friends, Miramath. He's not going to attack you unless I give him the command. Right, Benji?
What are you doing, Dante?
I'm going... just watch and see. And I'm going to leave it.
Oh, yeah, okay. I take... Jared, I'm so far back. You can't even, like...
I might take a few steps back also, as I see this.
I'm
holding Benji.
I'll take the...
Slightly behind my shield, I guess.
Just a gnome girl, and I'll take her with me, too. Like, she should probably come with me.
Okay. Dante walks up and touches the door on this tower. And the moment he does, there is one of the sparkling rotation things seems to coalesce in a form, a jagged construct of what appears to be glass in a human shape, save that one arm ends in a jagged hammer and another in a giant spike. And in a very crystalline sing-song way, you hear, "You are not part of the Protectorate. You have chosen death, and I shall apply it."
We gave the Protectorate the star you hold dear.
Initiative.
Dang. Touch it and die. That's how it goes.
Can some of us abstain? Is abstaining an option here?
Sure. Why are you trying to get Benji killed?
I'm not trying to get Benji killed. Benji tried to get Benji killed, or Dante tried to get Benji killed.
I gave Ben. You guys are far back, as you clearly stated several times.
Remember, if you die, Dante eats Dark eats Benji.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm roasting that little guy.
So, also, a lot of things happen while this initiative roll occurs. Mirameth, you feel a surge.
Oh, why did I give you Benji?
Yep. You feel a surge of arcane energies.
The next thing I touch dies.
A surge of arcane energies wash over you.
Oh, God.
You feel a little bit emboldened in every aspect of life. You feel like everything you do now is just a little bit better. For the next hour, so until a little bit past the end of our show, add 1d4 to all d20 rolls.
Oh,
baby! Wow.
Okay, I'm not as nervous now.
And kill anything no.
I was waiting for the part 2.
Okay, let's hear those initiative rolls.
Baby.
I got a 17.
17.
14.
Should I roll my d4 now or from now on?
From now on.
Okay, then it will be a 19.
Okay, so it is Mirameth. I assume Adam has the higher modifier.
Yeah, Dark has a 6.
Dark, then Dante, and then what did you have, Milva?
14.
14, then Milva. And then finally, I go. For lack of a better term, I won't tell you what it is yet. Okay. Mirameth, what are you doing? You see this crystalline creature form, and it has clearly locked Dante in its vision.
This guy. I'm going to free action drop Benji.
Okay.
Okay.
And I guess I'll use my action to draw my masterwork cold iron Wazakashi blade.
Okay.
And I will move up into a flanking position with Dante.
Okay, so Dante is essentially on the front steps leading into, they're not like steps, but just like a two steps up leading to this door. Then the creature, and then you. Anything else?
I believe that is all I can do. Oh, at will, I will detect evil.
At will, you detect evil. Let me tell you what you see as I read over this stat thing. You get no emanation of evil.
Okay.
Okay. Well, then it's not evil, at least. Which also means I'm pretty sure... Oh, no. Okay. I can still smite it. We're good.
Can you?
Oh, no, I can't. It only says... Well, it says I can, as a swift action, I choose one target with sight to smite. But if the target is evil, that's... It only says that's when I can add stuff to it.
Ah. That doesn't seem right.
So never mind.
I feel like you add more if it's evil, in addition.
I will double check. Because it's the end of my turn.
Dark.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I say, this was a bad idea. I'm not associated with that. And I'm gonna pull out my bow and arrow.
Okay.
And I'm gonna begin taking the arrowhead off of a couple arrows, because I I recognize that this thing looks like it's made of glass, and I know that in the past, other things have not dealt well with my piercing damage, so I want to make some blunt arrows as quickly as possible, as those I've discovered can do bludgeoning damage.
Okay. No doubt.
I don't know if that's relevant to this creature, but Darek doesn't know that either, so
you just like grab a handful and thwomp off the...
Yeah.
Okay. Dante, Everwisp.
Dante is going to pull out his scimitar from his... Wow, it's missing out on the name.
Sheath, yeah.
Thank you.
I literally have been doing that same word all day.
On his leather, out of his leather sheath. And talking's a free action, right?
Sure.
We gave the Protectorate the star you hold dear. There's no reason for this. We're both allies. Is there any reaction?
Other than he repeats the you are not of the Protectorate.
Then I am going
is death.
to try to slash this glass creature across the chest.
Do it. Slash it.
I'm gonna use a lucky. So that's a 15 on the die. I'm gonna roll it the second time just in case it's a nat 20. That's a 16 on the die. 16 plus 5, 21 to hit.
That does connect with this giant golem-ish creature.
That's max damage, 7.
Ooh, okay. You swing your blade and chop it into this creature. You did a solid hit, and you put all of your force behind the hit. However, you feel that because of its hide and what it is, some of that is reflected off. But you do see that there are chips made into the edge of this creature.
Perfect. And then I'm going to tell Benji to stay. So I'll do a handle animal real fast. What's my handle? Does a 14 stop him?
Yeah, he kind of stays where Mirameth puts him down, backs up against one of those posts that was in the yard.
Perfect. And that is the end of my turn. And yeah, unless I can do like a check to see what I know about this animal or this creature.
You can give me a knowledge arcana if you want.
I'm going to have to do a flat check. Are flat checks allowed?
Sure. Just different modifier.
Is it a trained skill?
Knowledges generally aren't.
Oh, no. That's not.
It's a 16.
You've no idea what this creature is.
Oh. Okay. Well, then I end my turn.
Cool. Also, you're not allowed to die because I just got art made. That brings us to Milva. You see Dante Everwisp swing his scimitar, and a chip, a shard, if it were, comes off of this creature. What do you do?
I also see Darek taking the tips of his arrow off, and I'm like looking at him do that. I'm like, it's not a bad idea. I'm just gonna, but despite him doing that, I'm going to try to attack and see what the damage does and see how effective it is.
Okay.
I'm going to use a lucky. So let's see. 15?
15 is not enough to hit this creature, which is crazy because it's like big and right there.
Yes. Well, I guess that's all I can do.
An arrow flies towards it, and just the wind surrounding the tower, the updraft, pushes it off axis. That brings it to its turn. And Dante is the one in front of it, trying to get into the room or into the tower. However, you see it focuses itself. It starts to gather light from the existing area, and there is a bright, dazzling display as light rays shoot forth from it. And I need Mirameth and Dante to roll a fortitude save for me.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna use a lucky.
Ooh, that's 16 on the die for a 19.
Okay. Remember your +4, Mirameth. Or D4.
Yeah, I rolled my extra D4. And you said fortitude save?
Yes, sir, I did.
17.
Okay, you have both negated the effects of this creature's dazzling brightness. You are immune to its ability for the next 24 hours.
Yeah, baby.
That was not listed as a free action, so that was okay. You also see him, this light blasts forth from him and then seems to coalesce around him as you see a sheen of light wash over him. Something has happened. You are unsure as to what that is. But that is his actual turn. And that is that many rounds. Okay. That brings us to Mirameth.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my nice cold iron Wazakashi blade.
Wazakashi!
And I am going to attack. All right. So we've got 14 plus the 1 is 15 plus 5 is a soft 20.
That is enough. That is just enough to hit this creature.
Oh, God.
Hey, you guys remember when we turned ourselves into ants? That was fun, right? Let me go do that.
Remind me, is the Wazakashi magical, or is it just the cold iron?
It's just masterwork cold iron.
Great. Okay.
You're getting called out in chat, by the way, on your pronunciation, Nathan, just so you know.
Oh. Well, technically it's not about my pronunciation. It's about my spelling. So I pronounced what I wrote perfectly. So I'll change that later to Wakazashi. I'm pretty sure we've said it's a Waka Waka blade at some point.
What
Makes sense.
We calling it? Oh, we were.
You just had the Wazakashi, I think.
Yeah.
Was what you guys were calling it.
So it's Wakazashi.
It seems weird.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to work that way. It's a broken word.
That's okay.
It's not an English word, I don't think.
It's true.
That, you know what? Yep. So I rolled a 5 on the dice. Now, with a masterwork blade, does that just go to attack, or does that also go?
That just goes to attack.
Okay.
Bonus.
So then it will be a total of 6 damage.
Okay. You once again, you did the same thing that Chew's blade did. You see it bite into it, and it kind of shrugs off some of the blade as the reverberations kind of carry throughout its crystalline structure.
I would notice this. Can I, with since I have you
have a move and a swift left.
Yes. Can I free action drop the blade and use instead of taking my movement, draw my flail? Because I have the
base attack of +1, right?
Yeah, I have a +2.
Sure.
So, all right. So I'll do that then. I'm gonna think back to the skeletons, and that one time I killed 5 with one blow.
We don't have time for that story right now. It's it's Dark's turn.
Cool.
Against his better judgment, Dark will knock an arrow and try to let loose. I'm gonna just up front roll the lucky. So here we go. Yeah, I need every bit of it because that didn't do a darn thing. Can I do that? Can I use another lucky?
I don't see why not.
I didn't.
In the rules that say a giraffe can't play football.
That's better. 22. No, 23 to hit.
That is enough to hit.
Cool. Well, I'm certainly not flanking, and I'm certainly not, stealthing or anything. 5 points of bludgeoning damage, Jared, with my blunt arrow.
Bludgeoning damage. You fire your blunted arrow. It's a little bit of an adjustment firing the arrow. It doesn't seem to cut through the air as well, but you find your aim true, and you feel you more than hear the impact of this arrow into this creature's side, and you see some more cracks start to form around it, around the impact point.
Does it seem like my plan had some merit?
It seems like you're getting through there.
Okay, cool.
Milva will take note of this.
Which brings us, or are you moving or anything?
No, I mean, I'm pretty far away. So no.
Okay. That brings us to Dante.
Okay. Dante saying that he at least did a little bit, and everyone seems to be chipping away at it. He is going to try to strike it across the chest again, just like up and then through the other side.
If you strike me down, do it. Make it happen.
Okay, so that is dirty 20.
That is enough to hit again.
Okay.
What if no? I'll save that for the next round.
Okay. That is 6 damage in total.
6 damage. Again, you chip. You get another little piece in there, and it's getting. You're getting some of the damage through. Not all of it, but some of it is getting through this creature's crystalline glass armor.
Oh my god!
Are you moving at all?
No. I do want to try to do another knowledge check if that's okay.
You've already tried the knowledge.
Yeah. It's like a one-time thing. No,
you can't be fine. Until you learn new information, then you can try again. Okay. Milva.
So seeing those blunt arrows do some effective damage, Milva looks over to Darek. Very smart. You've inspired me. So I too am going to take off the tips of my arrows, maybe like 2 or 3.
You can spend a round taking some arrowheads off.
Yeah.
Cool. No sweat. My turn. Dante ever whispers in front of me.
Jared, don't forget you have just a boost.
I do have just a boost.
Just a boost.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think. Let's see what happens here. Let's see how this round plays out. He used his abilities last time, so we'll see what happens. This giant creature. Oh god, that's a massive to hit. He raises the jagged hammer edge of its appendage and tries to swipe it down at Dante. I'm gonna half that because that's a lot. I threw my die into
the dice revolted. They're like,
Jared, you can just Dante. Just do it, man. Just he touched the door.
Well, I rolled. Oh, that's why they're attacking him.
Yeah, you can keep the artwork no matter what. We just called a new character, Jared. It's fine.
I rolled a 15 on the die, and I'm adding 8 to that. So does a 23 hit?
It does.
It has a 16 to hit. That's hilarious.
As your blade meets contact with Dante's skin, you see him dissipate and use the instantaneous action Windy Escape.
Nice.
Wow.
Cool. Good use of
just
that.
built cheating into the game.
No, he's used it before. But what he wasn't ready for is the second attack from this creature.
Oh God.
He swing. Oh no.
Uh-oh. That a nat 20?
No, it's a nat 1. Oh no for me. Jared, oh no. Not oh no for me.
Well, you do have your lucky, Jared, and you have a reroll.
Dude, I'm going to use the reroll.
What the fuck, Adam?
Hey man, ask about all the people that donated, all right? You should be upset they gave it to Jared.
No, I'm upset at you for bringing it up.
It does a 16 hit you?
No, my armor class is 19.
Okay, so he swings with the jabby end of the thing and swings just wide of you. Sadly, but excited because he got that attempt that he wasn't remembering he had.
Oh God!
He does not move out of the way. In fact, he doesn't actually, but flavor text wise, he seems to impress further upon you. Mirameth, your turn.
My turn. Now, this remind me, Jared, this masterwork flail that I have, I can use it one-handed, yes, and it will do a d6.
I believe a flail is
a
one-handed.
heavy flail?
You can use it 2 hands for 1.5 times your strength bonus. I believe.
Gotcha. Okay.
You can basically use any weapon with 2 hands. I mean, I shouldn't say any, but there's a lot of weapons you can use with 2 hands and gain the benefits of strength and a half.
Is it a heavy flail or a light flail?
I just have masterwork flail down.
Well, what's the damage on it?
I have a D8, but I'm wondering if that was me fighting with 2 hands.
So if it's a D8, it is a 2-handed weapon. If it's a D6, it is a 1-handed weapon.
Then I will say, I'll use my free action or my movement action to shake off the shield that I have, grab the flail with both hands, and swing it at this creature.
Okay. You whip around and try to bring this flail down upon the creature.
Do it, Mirameth.
Here we go. All right.
What if that was unlucky?
Can I give him one of my luckies?
I mean, I could just offset it with one of my luckies.
This isn't the DAT network. I mean, it's the DAT network.
This isn't the DAT network.
It's not heroic endeavors. Can't be gifting things like that.
Okay. Well,
but can I use my own?
Wait, say that again?
Jared?
Can I use my own?
Sure, you can burn it to. Yeah,
I'll burn it to keep the hit.
All right, that's viable.
Yeah, there you go. You still got rid of mine. All right, so, well, I didn't even do the +4 yet. There we go. Let's see. 16 +2 +4 is my usual melee hit, but this is masterwork, so it should be a +5. So, yeah, that's a 20...
21.
23.
That hits. That hits my creature.
Perfect.
I'm not thrilled about it.
Masterwork flail coming in for a total of 5 bludgeoning damage.
You send more shocks of crystalline shattering through this creature's body. It's very weird because you can see Dante on the other side of it fighting as well. If you weren't careful, you wouldn't even be able to see this creature. Like, if it was a heavy fall, you'd be destroyed. Also, you should know, Dark and Mirameth, that Brian Newman just donated $10 to give you both luckies.
Yes!
Nice.
So I'm sad about that.
That's fantastic news.
So
sad
much.
about that. Dark, your turn.
Thank you, Brian Newmanator. I was just thinking about how can I possibly play this game without luckies because it would be my first attack roll tonight without a lucky. But no, it is going to have a lucky on it. So thank you, Brian Numinator. Here we go. Yeah, Dark's like, yeah, so again, this is gross and stupid, and this is not a good idea, but okay, here we go. Duck.
I doubt.
At 20!
Yeah, baby. I already used my unlucky.
See? Our plan worked, Adam.
Butts. Bugbear buttholes. Damn it.
Jared, do you care if I roll 3d6 or do you want me to roll 1d6 and multiply by 3?
Whatever flavor you want to use there.
I mean, more dice is always more fun, right?
That's my train of thought.
That's the general.
Kind of hedges your bets a little bit.
That's the general thought, right? Here we go. Here we go, Mario. Level 1.
Above a 3. Get above a 3.
Hey, I got. Poop.
Isn't it?
Not bad. 10 damage.
Okay, that's definitely not bad. That's biggest.
For dark, that's definitely okay. So 10 damage.
You're getting real used to these arrowless or these pointless.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I should just use these all the time.
Plus, you could shoot them at anybody because they don't pierce.
Right? Yeah. Well, I actually was literally just thinking about the benefit of them. I'm like, well, wait a second. Those still do they do bludgeoning damage, and I can make them do non-lethal damage because they're blunt.
Very smart.
Dante's worried about that statement.
Yes.
Dante, it's your turn. What are you doing?
I mean, the first thing I thought about is him randomly shooting me
with a blunt arrow. Yeah.
I don't know why he hates you so much.
Well, he did just attack the giant glass construct.
Yeah, he kind of brought this.
Said I was gonna die.
No, you went and got it.
Okay, guys, semantics.
I love it.
Quick question, Jared. Is the magic stone would that be considered bludgeoning?
Magic stone. Well, it's a regular. It changes a regular stone. So
I would have to pick up stone.
You have to pick up like three regular stones, and then you have to throw them, which is a range attack. But they would be considered bludgeoning.
Time to do that. I'm just gonna try to keep chipping away at it. I'm gonna bring the sword over my head and try to strike it down.
Copy you.
That means I go ahead.
Yeah. Swing.
Okay.
Swing away.
Swing away, Joaquin Phoenix.
Okay, that is 15 on the die. Plus 5 makes 20.
That is enough.
Oh, it's 22. I keep forgetting to add flanking, but yeah.
Oh yeah, flanking.
So that is 5 on the dice plus 1, so 6 damage.
6 damage. Again, a piece of that gets through, but not all of it. I will say that I neglected a crucial thing in this creature's makeup is that when it's hit with a cold with damage from like a cold iron blade that you did, it has a slow effect upon it. So it is slowed for a number of rounds here, which basically just does stats on my side. So, but I just wanted you to know that something happened when you did that. If it changes your choices.
Oh.
Also,
Crossbones.
Yeah.
Crossbones.
Yeah. Crossbones donated to GM Jared for 2 unluckies.
Unluckies. Oh no!
That's the best.
Crossbones, I will find where you live and you're dead to me.
No.
You're dead to
Can't
me.
threaten everybody.
No, James.
Don't threaten the fans.
Go get it. Hey, James, go grab a Snickers. You're Dante when you're hungry.
I don't have a Snickers, okay?
Are you doing anything else?
No, there's nothing I really can do. I'm not going to leave Merrimath here by himself, so I'm going to stay in combat.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. That was Dante Milva.
All right. I, too, am going to try to attack. I'm tempted to use my lucky here. Now that you got 2 unluckies, I just want to hit and not miss.
Well, I'm just waiting for you to say I use a lucky so that I can say I use it.
You know what? I'm not. I'm saving my 1 lucky. Right. Okay, I'm going to try to hit. Come on, die. Oh, that's a 16?
That's not going to do it. You should have used a lucky.
Milva just keeps shooting at this thing, and it's just not working.
You're still trying to get your head around these
blunt arrows. Like,
yeah, they're not flying.
Oh, it's not working.
They're not flying the right way.
How did you get it to work, Zarek?
Which brings it to my turn.
I just thought about it, and just whatever. You could do it.
This creature spins onto Merameth, takes in the flail that just whacked him, and reaches up with the jagged armed hammer that's attached to one of the arms, and he drops it upon you, striking AC 20. It's 2-0.
Yeah, that one's gonna hit me.
Gets ya. I got someone. Oh. The impact of this hammer is so intense. Couple that with the jagged edge of the glass, cutting into you. You are going to take 8 points of damage. Plus, I need to find that number. I lost it. There it is.
Probably bleed.
You are bleed 4.
Oh,
yep, there it is.
Where does that go on my?
That just you just keep.
Just
bleeding.
Every round is going to be 4 extra damage. That's all.
Well, I think it's at the end of his turn every round, right? At the end of
Nathan's turn, yeah.
Or is it the start of Nathan's turn? End of Nathan's turn.
I'm going to say it's at the end to give the character a chance to.
I'm going to check. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. You go on.
You tell me. And then the bladed spike edge comes down to try and hit you as well.
Oh, good.
I don't think a 9's going to do it.
You know what? Because I dropped my shield, it does not. It still doesn't.
Good. Cool. Well, I got someone, and I got bleed damage. That makes me happy.
It is at the beginning of Nathan's turn. He will take 4 damage every round.
Yikes! Got it. Oof. I like that even more because now the man's going to fall down unconscious, I bet, soon. Speaking of the beginning of Nathan's turn, it's the beginning of Nathan's turn.
So, because I don't know, the bleed, I've been hit. Look, I've been hit. I know it. It's not fun. I don't like it. I would prefer it didn't happen.
I don't know that you've been hit with a giant glass golem, though.
No,
but now you have.
Never have. So,
first time for everything.
You know what? Swift action. Boom. Lay on hands.
All right.
Nice.
Unlucky. No, I can't unlucky that.
Yeah.
Can't do that. Oh my gosh. So that's 1 point of healing.
But
it does stop the bleed.
Stops the bleed, yeah.
But it stops the bleed. But I will have already taken 4 points of bleed before I could do that, because at the beginning of my turn, I take the bleed.
Correct.
So it's essentially like I took 3 damage.
You took 11 total damage, from that attack.
Yep. Okay, so that happened, and I'm like, this is not fun. So
that looks super gross.
This
it's like a jagged wound.
Yes.
Should get it looked at.
I will look at it once we take down whatever this thing is.
It looked like it was bleeding a lot.
It was, but I fixed it. And I rolled my dice, and there's my D4. So it is but that's not critical with the fail. It's a 19 on the dice. Plus 4 is 23. Plus 5 is 28. Plus 2 for flanking is 30.
You were fine when you said 19.
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, you hit it. Someone's going to get smacked again with a flailed arm, spiky glass thing.
I mean, Jared, you could give him an unlucky if you wanted to.
I already rolled my damage. It's 6 plus 1 is 7. Did it. And so what happened?
Because I have a plan.
Oh, no.
Is it called Plan Dante?
No, it's called...
Is it called Get Me to Death Saves and Make Them Unlucky?
No, it's going to be called Cliffhanger here in a minute. Watch.
Oh, no.
Oh.
How much? You said 7 damage?
Yes, 7 bludgeoning damage.
You're getting him. You guys are wearing him down eventually. The glass continues to spread. Cracks appear on the face of this glass creature. Darik, your turn.
Yeah, I mean, gonna take a blunt arrow and shoot again. Say, hey guys, I think these arrows are like really working. I wouldn't have wanted to test them against this creature. And again, I still think running is probably our best idea. Oh, hey, where's Nyx? Has anybody seen her? Okay,
Yeah,
well, whatever.
Where the frick did she go?
Nyx is just kind of hanging out behind Milva.
Yeah.
Jared, do you want to use your unlucky?
I have a bigger thing coming, so no.
I mean, it's the end of the episode. Are you sure?
Yeah, but because of what's going to happen here, I'm going to just carry all bonuses into the next episode.
Okay, well,
so keep that in mind with your choices here.
It's a 2 on the die. I was just trying to get you. So that's that.
It's going to miss. It's going to miss wildly.
There's so much blood coming from Miramath.
Milva threw you off asking your technique, so she got in your head, so now you were over.
Yeah, it's like when I go bowling and I'm trying to like go down the, I'd use archery as the example, but clearly bowling's the closest thing I have as an example. Okay, anyways, moving on.
Dante.
Okay, I am going to do swift action. Pull out Wand of Cure Light Wounds, movement, 5-foot step, touch, Miramath.
Okay.
Did you drop your sword for that?
It's a one-handed.
It's a one-handed sword. I like what you're trying to do. Let me think. Let me math it.
Well, the 5-foot step wouldn't apply. It's like you're just moving at that point, I think.
Yeah, you would have to still technically be you'd have to move diagonal.
Yeah.
So you would still technically be adjacent to it. So
I think what you could do.
So it wouldn't swing because you're still in its threatened area.
Yeah.
So yeah, sure.
I think what he could do, Jared, is technically a 5-foot step counts as a move, so he could do another move to get over to Miramath. So he took his 5 foot to get safe, took his move to get over to Miramath. During his move, he drew the wand because he's got a base attack, but he can't also use the wand that turn. So he could get to Miramath.
He could get to Miramath, but not hit him with it.
Yeah. So everything was successful except for actually using the wand.
So, but I can't take a 5-foot step diagonal to touch him?
Yeah.
Well, you can, but
you can get everything. You just don't have the action left to touch him.
Yeah.
Because it's a move to move. It's a move to take a thing out. So you used an action as a move. So you're ready for extra.
I think the problem is, James, you're not actually next to be flanking. You guys are on opposite sides of the creature. So to get over to him, you have to have moved more than 5 feet to get over to him.
Okay.
But factor this in. RDCINCV donated $45.
What?
One lucky for each player and one unlucky for each character to use on Jared.
Oh baby!
Oh. Giving us the unlucky. That's nice. I accept.
That's sad.
Could I not do that then and just strike at the golem?
Sure.
Yeah, it's like I had this whole plan to heal you, Miramath.
Yeah, it's without a map. It's hard to. I got you.
Yeah, Okay, I'm going to. Okay, that is a critical threat. That's a 19 on the die.
All right,
there you go.
So, okay.
As long as this creature can be critted.
Oh yeah,
but I already critted it, so I guess it can.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The emotional roller coaster.
Okay, that's a 12 on the die, plus 5 makes 17. Plus 2 makes 19.
That'll confirm, I think.
You're so lucky you didn't move out of that flanking bonus, because that does confirm. Because of the slow that was applied by the cold iron.
Cold iron blade, baby.
Oh my god.
His AC is 1 lower.
Wow.
Okay.
I did it.
Not the best damage. That's 7 damage.
Okay. You still get a chunk of it still gets through.
Okay.
It's hard to get through this thing, but you're slowly wearing it down.
Oh my god.
Over time.
So stressed out.
It's just a game.
It's life, Jared.
Milva.
All right. I want to hit this thing, so I am going to use a lucky. I mean, that doesn't guarantee, but we're going to try.
Do it.
All right. Oh my goodness. I rolled a 1 and an 8. 8 plus 6. That's not going to hit.
No. It's
I trusted you, Captain.
I'm not
Quick, run and punch her in the face.
I might just do that at this point. Yeah, I guess that's all I can do.
More arrows flying around.
Yeah, those are all of my blunt arrows. I just used all of them, and now I'm just frustrated.
That's supposed to be a frustrating fight, and it's working out that way.
Milva just yells out, "Ah!"
Let's see. Who do I have in front of me now? You know what? I have 2 people in front of me. I'm going to take 1 swipe at Dante and 1 swipe at Mirameth. Mirameth is going to get the jagged hammer, and Dante
with a boost on it. Are you going to put the just a boost on it, Jared?
I'm going to put a just a boost on the spike, because even though he's been fighting Dante's relatively unharmed from it so far.
Yeah.
Let's see. First up, the hammer on Mirameth.
Unlucky.
Oh.
But you can use your lucky, Jared.
It doesn't
I thought
matter.
he already lose a lot.
My unlucky was a 12, which factors out to be a 20.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh.
The other roll was a 14. So that one's gonna get you, Mirameth. Sorry, buddy.
Wow. And I think you get, what do you get, an extra D6 with the just a boost? Or no, plus 3 to the damage,
plus
right?
3, yeah. Oof. You're taking 10 regular damage.
Oof.
And 4 bleed damage.
Oh, you keep throwing hot on those bleeds.
And I take the bleed on my turn, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is now, right?
Well, I got to resolve if I hit Dante here.
Oh, that's right. Hit Dante.
AC 18, Dante.
19 AC.
This jagged sword type spike thing comes down, swings through, and just narrowly misses Dante.
I is hefty boy.
I wanted bleed damage on you. I wanted it.
Jared, you keep forgetting about your last lucky. Could have used it.
I know, but I have a plan. Quit goading me. Mirameth.
Mirameth bleeds for 4, which is 2 more than he has left.
4 darts is too much.
Mirameth crumbles to the ground, bleeding. What's your con score?
My con is 1, so 12.
12. Okay, so you're at -2 currently.
Yes.
And at bleed 4, you have 3 rounds to be stabilized.
Oh dear.
Yeah, because he just keeps bleeding out.
Because you're still bleeding, yeah.
Yeah, and he has no way to stop it.
Again, same thing applies. I just had art done. Don't die.
You're the one trying to kill me. I did what I could do.
Maybe
CR-15 creature.
Maybe Dart can save you. What's he gonna do?
Absolutely, Darik can. Yep. Darik's like, guys, can we get Merrimath and go? Nix, could you grab Nix? Nick.
She's just old and hiding.
Nix. Okay, I guess not. All right, I'm gonna just roll for this last. I figure this is my 4th arrow, so that I had taken out a handful and chopped them off. So I think this is my last one of my blunt ones. That is a terrible roll of well, now hang on. I didn't say it, so I'm gonna lucky it.
Hey.
Get it.
All right.
Terrible all around. Yay! Moving on to Dante's turn. But I'll use my move action to begin chopping arrows again.
Okay. Dante.
Dante sees Merrimath fall, and he goes, "No! Captain!" And he's going to use his cantrip Stabilize.
Is that a touch? I don't think it is. It might be. But let's just see.
I also don't know if that gets rid of bleed, but you're doing it anyways.
Is 25 feet.
It is a range, which is good.
Instantaneous.
That has -1. Is automatically stabilized. It doesn't say it negates. I mean, it doesn't say it doesn't negate. So stabilized him. I'll say sure.
It doesn't. I don't think it stops it, Jared, because bleed specifically says you need to have something cast on you that cures hit point damage.
Fine,
and this does not cure hit point
damage.
Well, you just did. Okay. You just do your thing. You do the thing.
I can do something else because I thought that would stop the bleed. If it doesn't stop the bleed, then
well, here's the thing. By the rules, Dante, this is what's actually happening. Currently, Merrimath is stabilized. You've done it. He's stable. But on his turn, he will take 4 damage. Yeah.
And Dante hasn't had to deal with this, so Dante wouldn't know.
Yeah. I'm just explaining the rules to you so you know what's happening.
Okay.
But yeah, your character would have no idea.
Yeah, but he no longer has the negative, right? It just brings him to
no, it doesn't. That's why the bleed is not cured, because it doesn't actually give him hit points. Okay. It just stops him from losing more. Like you didn't close the wound, you just kind of basically on bleed the wound will open again.
It's an interesting mechanic in the game where they assume that let's say Merrimath would have gone down by getting stabbed. Normal weapon damage, Merrimath goes down. The game assumes that you're in a bad state and can keep getting worse unless you have the fortitude, the willpower to stabilize. And so that's why you roll checks to see if you can stabilize and stop getting worse. Now, Merrimath unfortunately has an additional condition called bleed, which means that that's not an option for him. He will continue to bleed out. It's basically the difference between a wound that would otherwise incapacitate you or one that would make you bleed out. He literally has a wound that is causing him to bleed out. That's the mechanical difference that the game makes on that.
I don't like it.
What you could do is take that step towards him now to be ready the next round with the rod if you needed to.
Yeah,
I mean, if all that was technically is that a?
It's a standard action.
It's a
standard action. Yeah. So you could still
have your move.
Yeah, I will move to Dante, or to myself, to Mearmath, just to try to try to help in any way I can.
Okay. Milva.
Now, I think you can move normally because I don't think it gets an attack of opportunity because it's slowed and already attacked.
So you could get all the way over there in theory.
In theory. I don't know if it's still slowed or not. So I'm not sure because it did attack twice.
Reading stabilized in the thing. It says if a character has become stable because of aid from another character, such as heal check or magical healing, then the character no longer loses hit points.
Correct. You didn't provide magical healing. You just.
But it literally says stable.
But
yep.
Yes.
Yep. We'll have to dig into this whole.
It says does not lose.
It's okay. Yeah. It's okay, James. I do appreciate the effort. And I still got at least 2 rounds left.
Okay, yes. I move to Dante. Oh my god. I moved to Miramax.
We've broken James.
In the hopes that I can draw this glass golem away from him in some kind of effort.
Milva.
Okay, I see what Dante is doing to help Miramath, so at this point I've given up with my range, and I'm just going to put my longbow away and run up to this thing and try to distract it and attack it. I'm doing it.
Okay, you run up there. You swing at this guy. Swing at the shiny boy.
Come on.
That's probably a better distraction.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's 16, 19.
That will hit.
Okay. So that is and I rolled max 6 + 1, 7.
Again, like Dante's blade, damage is getting through, but not all of it. But you do add to the cracks that are happening there. And because there is another combatant now within range, the light that shot forth from him earlier, again, you see him kind of absorb the light from around, and then another blast of light echoes from him. So Milva, only give me a fortitude save.
Oh dear.
Oh gosh.
You can do it.
Do you have a lucky?
Be fortuitous.
I do, and I'm going to use it.
Fortuitous.
So I rolled a 5 on the first one.
Woo.
A 6 on the second one.
That's one better.
11 in total.
The light blasts forth from this creature, dazzling you. You are dazzled for 1 round.
Wow.
And what that means...
This thing is amazing.
What that means is you basically take a -1 on attack and sight-based checks for 1 round.
Okay, that's not awful.
Because he used that, he doesn't have an attack this round. That's his action to do that.
Well,
he does.
Oh, perfume.
You do see a sheen go over him again and wipe through. Something happens inside of him that you don't know what that is. And Mirameth, you take 4 bleeding damage. Yep. And you are still unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
You're still technically losing hit points.
Yep, I'm tracking them.
Yep.
-6, baby.
Okay, you're getting close. You're getting close. So you have not become stable. All right. So that's what you do. You bleed. Your blood.
I bleed.
Your elven blood runs. It's getting onto Dante's boots.
Nobody makes Miramath bleed his own blood.
Perhaps Dark or Dante will save you before it's too late.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Friend. Perhaps I'll save you.
I'm going to be just fine, guys.
Great. I'm going to go ahead and try to... Well, you tell me, Jared. I used a move action last time to start chopping up arrows. Could I assume that I could at least have 1 arrow by the end of this move action?
If you use a move to do it, you can have 1 arrow. Or if you use an action to do it, you could get 3 to 4.
I think. I will use an action to try to get as many arrows as I can. You want me to? What do you want me to do? You want me to roll a D3? Want me to D4? What do you want me to roll?
Just roll a D6, evens 3, odds 4.
Evens 3, odds 4. Okay. Yeah. Even, so 3.
Torger says, "Put your hand in Dark's life, you'll be fine." Cool. So you make some arrows.
Got it.
Dante, you're up, sir. You're standing next to your captain, your first captain. So you've replaced him with Tracy, or with Milva.
Okay.
She did run in to save you guys, though.
That's why she's first captain. Second captain
I was
just
with you
dies.
the whole time.
Second
I was with you the
captain
whole
just
time.
dies.
I was with you the whole time, taking every hit you should have.
I mean,
I say with my lifeless eyes.
Dante will pull the wand of. Oh, actually,
he's not gonna.
Actually, he could do something else. You know what? He's got something else in mind.
Oh
no. He's gonna pull out his cure moderate potion.
Potion, okay.
And pour it down Mirameth's throat.
Okay. It's gonna be 2d8 plus 3.
Okay.
Whoa.
So that is 7 plus 6, 13 plus 3, 16 hit points back.
So you get 16 hit points back. Wow. You feel the life energy flow into you. Your bleeding is stymied. You also realize that your confidence in being able to do everything better, Mirameth, starts to fade away, and your D4 goes back into the ether from whence it came.
Oh,
Milva.
It served me well.
Milva's turn. Dante has saved Mirameth, and now you are locked in epic combat.
Look at me, Mirameth. I am the captain now.
Well, I will attack it again, despite being dazzled, and knowing that it doesn't do as much damage as I'd like. So that's a -1, you said, right?
Correct.
So 16, so 18.
18.
Oh,
you're flanking. You're flanking. You're flanking. You're flanking.
Who's she flanking with?
With me. Yeah.
You're not engaged in combat. You pulled out a potion and you knelt down to
yeah.
Why are you against us, Adam?
I'm just telling you how it works, man.
Because he's Adam.
Well,
just not.
Somebody got to tell you.
Just not enough. However, you are now square in the eyes of this creature who is assessing the new threat, and he's going to drop a spiky hammer upon you to see if he can crush your skull and make
Tracy, you can make it unlucky.
I was just about unlucky, please.
All right, fair.
Please don't kill me.
Well, I can rest assured. Well, let me do the math. 13 probably doesn't do it.
No.
Okay. I can rest assured that the unlucky wouldn't have mattered, and I made you burn it because I rolled a 5 and a 6.
Oh.
So that's good. But there's still another attack coming on a spike. A glass spike swings down upon thee from on high. Damn it. I rolled a 4. And Mist swings wildly. Whilst this swing swings over your head and you just duck out of the way. There is a large sound of an explosion, of an electrical explosion. A hiss and a pop come from within the tower. The golem itself starts to tremble and vibrate ever faster. There is a very high-pitched squee starting to come off of this golem. If it had eyes, it would look in sheer terror. Moments later, this golem shatters into hundreds of thousands of small shards and is blown to the wind. I do need Milva, Mirameth, and Dante to make a reflex save. Mirameth, you're gonna take a -2 to that.
Well, I'm gonna use a lucky.
I'm gonna use my lucky because that was a natural 1.
Okay, I'm pretty.
Oh, that's a 17 plus 3. That's a dirty 20.
Reflex save, you said. Man, I missed that D4.
You could use your last lucky.
I think I'm going to. Oh my goodness. Well, I burned them all.
Oh my goodness.
Didn't get no better. I had a 5 and a 7 originally, and then I rolled a 6. Was my last one. So 7 plus 6, but -2. So that's I'm guessing that's just not good. 11.
11's not going to do it. What about you, Dante?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is going to do it. You're going to take half of this.
Oh,
what about Milva?
16.
You are also going to take half of this. The shards fly everywhere. They're tiny little, they feel like cuts, tiny little cuts and blades. And Dante and Milva take 5 points as these glass shards fly into
You know how many Mirameth takes.
Around. Mirameth, however, will take 10 points.
I'm glad I healed you.
I'm back up. As soon as I come to in time to see this thing just explode and just. I have no ability to react. I didn't even have a turn yet, so
now
you're back.
Wait a second. Are you at 0?
Yep.
If you're at 0, you can take
one action
before you fall unconscious.
Wait, I gave you 16 HP. How are you at 0?
Yeah, I was at -6 because of bleed.
Oh yeah, Yep, I forget that you have to go through the negatives.
My one action is going to be lay on hands.
Yep.
Here's what it is. It's no, and heals myself through my face.
Heals him through his cheeks.
As the holy energy emanates through your fingers into your face, reviving you and healing you of some of your wounds, the front door of the tower flies open, and you see an elderly man or an elderly dwarf flung from the inside of the tower onto his backside outside where you fought this golem. That is not all you see. You also see, reaching out from inside of this tower towards the dwarf that is now sitting on the ground, a suction cup tentacle darting out of the door. And inside of the door where the tentacle's arm is a black and starry lit rip, for lack of a better term, in the fabric of dimensionality here. As this tentacle descends upon who you can only assume to be Thordis. We're going to call it there and see you next week.
Oh, no! That little girl! She's going to be so upset! That's all I could think about.
The little girl!
I have 2 hit points.
No.
Miramath is going to try the whole bow thing from now on.
It's working great for me.
It's not working great for me. You want to trade? We could trade places.
Yeah, so that was exciting.
Yikes. Oh, boy.
So next week when we meet, I would like you all to have level 3 characters ready. But you can't access them until you take a rest in game.
Yep.
Yikes.
But it could be any level 3 character. I could go pick one and then that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
you're just going to create a new
level
one.
3.
I'm just going to make a new one.
So
Crash can level 2 if you'd like.
Wait, what?
What has Crash been doing?
Yeah, what's Crash? How Crash get that?
He's destroying my economy.
Oh, yeah.
And you want to reward him for that?
Well, that just means I can make him fight bigger things.
Well, you can make him fight big things without giving him a level.
It's true.
I feel like that's what just happened.
Yeah, literally.
Well, let's talk with our fans here for a little bit and see.
Oh my god,
what's happening out there in
Crossbones. Boom, saying so. Nathan is dead next week. Lol. Yep.
Almost got him twice in combat. That's awesome.
Kuragani says, "Thanks, guys. That was a great Wednesday night."
Oh,
I'm glad
it was great.
Ooh, Tracy's Discord showed up.
Yes,
support. Said they're here cheering her on. Does she get a flanking bonus from it? No.
Flanking bonus.
I can't play favoritisms.
Lucas Martinez, Benji doesn't take any damage. He was outside of the zone. Sir.
I mean,
I like how sometimes you're like, "Oh, Benji, you're precious. Don't get injured." And other times you're like, "Eat that man's leg."
Well, I know situations that he would actually do well in. I don't think biting a glass man would do very well.
You had him bite other things.
I had him bite people.
He was going to eat that child.
Okay, he was not going to eat the child. I would have had to roll for it, and then maybe he would have ate the child.
He's going to eat the child. Yeah.
Lucas says you're going to stress eat ice cream until next week.
I'm fucking stressed right now.
You're stressed.
Chew, you crack me up so much. You crack me up so much because you want to do all the things, and I know that pain, man. I want to do all the things too, and it's so frustrating. And you're and oh no, Goblin Cave TV is raiding us.
Oh, Goblin
See, now we have to fight the game, Jared.
No, I already set up the tease. I already had a tentacle reaching forth from interdimensional space to capture the elderly.
Hey, Goblin Cave TV and friends, thank you for joining us. Unfortunately, we're just wrapping up our stream, so we're gonna pay it forward. We're gonna raid. We're gonna take your raid, combine it with our folks. We're gonna raid. We're gonna send on the love. We're gonna send on the caravan of love.
Let's give Goblin Cave TV an opportunity to maybe know what happened again, just with a quick one sentence. This is our inner dialogue as we see the tentacle come out with how we're all feeling.
Let's revisit. What are you guys thinking about right now?
There's no inner dialogue from Dark. He just goes, "Ew, that's super gross. Tentacles, we don't do those. Time to go. Grab the old dwarf."
Anyway, Tracy?
I'm like, what? I have nothing to say. All I can think about is that little girl who we promised to rescue her grandpa, and her grandpa is laying on the ground in front of us.
None of you promised it. I promised her.
That's true. You did, Dante.
So Dante's head is save the old man. That's all that's going through his head.
And Miramath is thinking... Miramath is just like, I'm going to die 3 times today. Maybe 4. Let's be honest.
Oh, no.
Who knows? And I'm thinking I'm going to get them all. It's like Pokemon out here with players.
You got one just lobbed up. You're that Mets player in Rookie of the Year. Are you going to whiff on it, or are you going to knock it out of the park?
We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's all going to depend on how you guys react and what the initiative rolls are next week.
Oh gosh.
Oh my god.
But yeah. There are a couple bonuses still on the board, and because technically this battle's continuing, let's just leave them there for next week, so that everyone gets their, because you're going to need some help.
Yeah.
I burned
all mine.
I might have burned all mine too.
And I want my unluckies.
Like crap.
I did not burn mine specifically because I knew Jared would pull this.
Well, maybe you can get another plus D4 to your 20s.
That wild magic is gone, Jared. Don't you lie.
Yes, I like how you pulled it right before I had to do my last save.
When I gave it to you, I said for 1 hour.
No, but I feel like I had
13 after
13 seconds left, and you used it.
Oh, there's a delay.
Oh, it's a delay. Okay.
But that's our show for today. That's our game for today. That was a blast.
That was so
I love hanging out with you guys, and I love hanging out with you guys. With Dat Fam. Dat Fam is the best fam.
Dat Fam, best fam.
What do we have coming up for the rest of the week? What's today? Wednesday. So tomorrow? No, not tomorrow.
No.
On Friday, we have... No. What do we have this week, Rady? We got so much.
Do it. Yeah, you can do it. Yeah. So Saturday is our next broadcast. That is Things in Space. That's our Starfinder show. That starts at 6 p.m. Pacific. So please tune in for that. I believe that Space Crag, is back on this week for that adventure. And then Monday, it is episode 2 of season 2. So if you missed out on episode 1 of season 2, be sure to catch up for Crits and Giggles, which is happening on Monday night at 6 p.m. Pacific. Tuesday is Dat Family Time. That's where we hang out. We chill and we just try to reconnect and just chat with everybody and just have a relaxing good time. Hopefully, maybe we'll play some games this week or maybe do some cooking. I don't know. We're gonna do something kind of fun. And then we're back Wednesday with Bedlam and Discord Day.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's what we got going on.
That's still a lot of content.
Yeah. It's still a lot of content.
That's real good. We like making content for you guys. We hope you like it. But yeah, that has been Bedlam and Discord. Again, if you guys want to help populate this world with NPCs, email them on over. bedlamandiscord@gmail.com. We'll get them in there. What else I got to say? That's it. Thanks, guys. I love hanging out with you guys. And unless anyone else has
going on the raid,
pressing matters, let's go raid someone.
I love you guys. I'm sorry for threatening the audience.
James.
I love you.
Go raid somebody. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, guys.